Honestly, I never prefer having my food be delivered to me. My dad ordered pizza for me, and all of a sudden, I was trying to get a pizza with like bread and barbecue wings, and the problem when they ordered, one, they forgot. Well, my dad ordered it, so he gave me the wrong pizza kind, which was fine. I didn't mind it, but um when when the food was supposed to come to me, the stupid food freaking they forgot the pizza, the breadsticks, and so it was out all late in the night. And so my brother next morning told me said, "Hey, did you get your breadsticks?" It's like, "Yeah." And so he came showed me the pizza sauce and the stupid breadsticks outside cold. I was like, that is not good. How the heck, how? How's that even possible? And so I was like, I don't think I should even eat that. That has just been sitting out in the night. And that was just gross. So, I mean, he ate it. So, if anything, he's still around standing. But if anything, just go to your local places, just order, make everything fresh. Just make everything fresh, and then, like, it will be fine. I don't order I don't even order on the online thing. That's way too risky. No, I fully agree. That's too risky. I don't trust it with other people. I'll let me just go and grab it myself. I don't trust people enough to touch my stuff and foods. Let me go pick it up and grab it. I want you to do all that stuff. And okay, ads ended. So yeah, I had to like extend a tad bit more. There was like an ad mid to month, y'all. So yeah. Okay, let's get the music back on and such. Yeah, I know exactly. And people are not friendly when it comes to ordering food. So you have to be also a tad aware of what they're like. You gotta make sure you gotta read their personality in like a few seconds before you can judge if they're a good person or they're going to be like, all right, what's your damage? But hi everyone, hi Neo, hi and Auntie and Madre for popping in. Apologies, let me just pop in the arting section of the stream real quick. And by that, let me just open up my thingy. There we go. Uh, there we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Oh my gosh. We just started. Okay. Well, everyone get out y'all systems. It already seems like everyone's gonna get out your systems. Might as well. Might as well just get it out all of y'all systems at this point because it seems like couldn't even get like a word of sex and introductions of everything. But hi, stream was a tad late. I had to be in like work a bit more, if anything else. So that's why I wasn't at 2, but it's fine. I still that's the reason why it's now at 3, which is just standard stream time for me than anything else. But how's everyone today so far? How's everyone's good time zones? I hope everyone has a good time zone and a. Oh yeah, you need sleep. You need sleep. You need sleep, if anything, Madre, because that is not good. But you're fine. You'll truck it. From the amount of lack of sleep that you've told me within those chats in the past, I feel like you are the type to be like, don't worry, I'll be fine. You'll be fine. So I believe. But that seriously is not. But seriously, if you do feel tired, you can like leave and like sleep and you can rest. Like you have no prioritizing staying if you are like that tired. I am giving like a heads up. But I hope everyone's super well. Also, I didn't say thank you for the bits, but thank you for the bits, Neil. I thought I did. Else I can't miss the 5 stream streak low key. That you can get it and then like sleep. You don't have to stay. I'm just saying. Dude, I saw this sick trebuchet video where them modernize it and launch something really far. Someone commented, they should put an orange man in there and had over 200 comments because of the pedophiles defenders there. Honest, oh, I love trebuchets. I was watching a video of a trebuchet, and it was just a random guy. The quality is bad, but it's just a guy flinging random stuff constantly. And I was just like, man, if only I, where I live right now, would have that power to own a trebuchet. It was just random, I think, junkie out of obtained. And so he kept like constantly just throwing it more and more aggressively, almost hitting himself. Thankfully, he didn't. But still, really very scary situation to be upon. But yeah, uh, today was my second day of working, so I'm still learning about like the deets and inside outs of my field. I think I was more in the cash register than anything else. So I was just more so just figuring out like how to relearn how to talk to people again. That does not involve me behind a screen. But it was enjoyable. At the very least. I mean the first yesterday and today. So I am like tired. Yesterday we had to like leave a tad earlier. Or we left super late because what was it? We were just recalling and just cleaning up everything. And so I'm not gonna tell you where I work because I'm not no, but it's just a clothing store at the very least. But we were just learning. My stuff was not working for me, and so I was like, all right, it'll be thrown in. I was like, okay. And I got immediately into the cash register, and I was like, okay, I understand that. And so I was just like learning it, relearning it, and I was like, you know what, not bad. We buy especially on Twitch.tv. I mean, yeah. Then again, from where I've told like a bunch of things about myself and in the past and things like oh my god. Jesus Christ. Capitalism continuing works at Victoria's Secret Clip. Oh my god. Oh my god. How did you know? How did you know? I can't believe you, Neo. Thank you for the 10 bits. Oh no. I don't think I've ever been in a Victoria's Secret actually. I don't know what's inside. I think I know it's just it's for women's clothing. If I remember, I think I went there like once, and that was my knowledge. But no, but we were just like recalling all the stuff and everything. And so I was just very tired. I came home and I clonked out. I didn't even eat. I was like, this is too much for me. So I was just like tired, if anything else. But we just we talked, we yapped. I was slowly making connection. I'm trying to relearn everyone's names or relearn the names. And thankfully, I do not have work tomorrow. I'm gonna just sleep extra long because I need some relaxation and rest. And plus, I was doing like other things on the side, so that was the reason as to why. I posted on I posted on Twitter something, which is just a stupid thing. I don't think no one's gonna ever really pay much attention, so I'm like, ooh, sleep. What is that? Sleep is something that I value. I value my sleeping in dreams and looking into other realities that I wish was almost kind of real. I value my sleeping time. I'm anti-nap, if anything. I don't know if you told. I don't know if you know it about me. I am really not a fancy when it comes to nap takings, if anything else. I am just not, because naps, I feel, well, naps are good in some situations, but if you're telling me to take a nap like in the middle of the day, I'll be like, and it's like closer to the day ending, I'm like, no, I'll just thug it out and just wait, because once I sleep at a certain point that isn't like me getting some extra sleeping in the morning or at the night, I'm gonna end up just having like 8 hours entirely. I meant to not accidentally take them because I have like a sleep. Look, if you take naps if you actually desperately need. I'm not telling you outright to just don't. I'm not telling you outright to don't ever use naps, because you need them just for you to function as like at the very least for your body's sake. But I don't rarely ever take naps because I make sure at least I get enough hours of sleepage. So if your body is like yelling at you to sleep, don't ignore it, please. But me personally, I just can't handle naps, because I know once I sleep, I immediately will just go out like a light, like not even like I'll wake up like at the middle of like the night or like 1 o'clock and be like, what the heck happened? I was just like asleep for like 3 minutes or something. It's like, no, you slept for like an hour, or no, you slept for like like 7 hours. Like that's not a nap. That's a sleep. If it's anything over like 2, 3 hours, that's like a sleep at that point. So it's just school. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's I can never. Oh no, that's terrible, Neil. Oh, be safe. And also, ew. Ugh, yuckies. But today, what are we drawing? I'm drawing myself. Well, the post for Celine is like done. I just need to like write the information. I'll post that like tomorrow night or anything. But we're gonna. I'm drawing myself as a candy because, well, I got myself one candy, and two, I've been craving some sweets lately. As of late. So this is just like an official, I guess, version of Candy Me. For whenever we do the Minecraft stuff, I have no idea. Time for stuff that next week is that new child. Oh no. Oh, that is true. Oh my jeez. But yeah, today will be. I'm a little tired in my own self, if anything else. So I'm running on like not much of, well, enough sleepage, but waking up early enough just to go to work. It's just like a kind of drainage. So if I'm not chatty, if anything, I apologize at the very least. But yeah, I'm just like a tired person at the moment. So I mean, no matter how much sleep I can get, somehow I will still be a little eepy. But don't worry, I want today to be kind of calm. It will be a calm day of just drawing, if anything. So, oops. That's the wrong brush. Well, I'm not tired. I'm not that tired where I'm like, oh my god. If anything, I would have not. I would have just canceled today, like outright in terms of streams. Like if I was, if I was at that point. Today, I was just worn out from today. If anything, it was just those two back-to-back days that like kind of took me out of anything else. So I'm not in that stage yet, but I know thankfully when the night hit falls, I'll be able to fully relax. So yeah, it's just one of those days. Thankfully, I had surprisingly a ton of energy this day, if anything else. So I guess the adrenaline was just kicking off, and when I got to the car, I was just like, oh, oh my gosh. Yanni! Hey Yanni! Hi! Welcome to the art stream. Also, how was your birthday? Birthday was beautiful tastic. Birthday stream was fun. Outside of that, we couldn't do skating, but we went to like Dave and Buster's and we did cool stuff. So that was fun. And we had like good food. So 10 out of 10 indeed. Hope your day was well. And happy daylight savings time I don't think you celebrated. Which birthday was it? February 24th. So like like 2 weeks ago. A few weeks ago. But we did a nice fun event. It was fun. And now I'm coming to conclusion that I am, I guess, older. So yeah. A finch? Ah man, I was hoping for a kiwi if anything. Imagine being old. Okay, look, at least I'm not in those people who are 19, alright? Who put the whole 19 thing. I have one friend who is that. And so, like, I'd rather be I'm the cool one of like being somehow a baby than anything else. I have one friend who, when I discovered they were like 19, whatever, in their age, I was like, what? But you act so much younger. Or in terms of like, because we were talking about the things that I did not expect anyone would get, and it was just kind of crazy. I have no idea how old it is. Don't worry. If you don't know, you don't know. It's I. GT! Hi, GT! Middle. Hi, GT! Happy how to see you. Nice to see you. Happy Monday. It is Monday. Happy Monday. How are you? Welcome to the morning stream. It's a little low key. We're just relaxing and vibing. We're gonna do we're just arting right now if anything else. I was gonna legit react to okay, so I don't know. I wish it was Tuesday. I was gonna say Tuesday, I'm not gonna lie. I'm already thinking it to the weekend. I will give to Kitsune birthday age. Are you seriously trying to reveal my own age? I'm not, dude. Don't sneak around my age or something. I've already explained it. I'm not gonna re-explain it again. Oh, it's only 7 minutes for you for Tuesday? You're already in the future then. What's the future like? Genzi, is it like bright and cool? With that. Yes, that is correct. Oh man, how'd you 1,000 of like a wise wizard dragon fan. I was gonna watch. Okay, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to watch it, but I was gonna watch the Death Battle released a new episode like on Sunday, and I wasn't able to watch it of Cell versus Metal Sonic. Can't tell you too much, but I can tell you that artwork is gonna turn amazing. Oh god, I hope so. Bodies are my weakness, if anything. I'm trying to figure out hands and everything. I hope so. This is just supposed to be looking like me from the Minecraft spiel that we have. Anatomies, look, the whole when you become an artist, there's one thing you have to know. You have to know anatomy, you have to know the rules, and then you have by that proxy break set the rules so you can make it way better. Only then you'll become a true artist. Or not, I don't know. There's like 1,000 ways of being a good artist. That doesn't have to involve it. Put it in the back so it's until after. No, we are not. I've already done like a terrifying like thumbnail of me getting stabbed in the chest by it with blood and everything on the YouTube thing. I'm not gonna do it again here. It's supposed to be cozy. It's supposed to be a friendly freaking thumbnail of everything. God, you guys crave vengeance and like despair and stuff. Why can't y'all accept wholesomeness? How did I miss that? It's on the thumbnail! It's on the thumbnail for the YouTube. I'm not gonna. I don't. They're the thumbnails of anything else. I don't know. I don't draw gory-ish stuff. If anything, like it's just there. Also, I got my Minecraft phase just before the Happy Guest update. Assuming we'll be doing it. I that Minecraft phase still is in me right now. If anything, it's just in the proxy of me constantly either alternating between Java and or Bedrock. But sometimes them 2 weeks Minecraft phase hits. Like you're like, oh my! They added a new update for the mob, so for the new tiny mobs. So I am excited for when that does happen. That I'm just gonna have a tiny farm of tiny creatures, and I'm just gonna make sure all of them are tiny. I'm honestly excited that they at least added golden dandelions, so that way I don't have to. Oh no, not golden dandelions. What was it called? The nameplates. I'm playing too much Pokemon Go now. Oh, I'm surprised I'm surprised Pokemon Go is still around. I mean, obviously it's gonna be around still. It's not like it's gonna be there obviously, but I remember when Pokemon Go used to be everywhere. Like every kid I know, and by that also me as well, were playing this one game, and that was like my only, if anything, ever introduction to the game, as a whole as a franchise. And I know it's good. I think my team was like, I think the blue team. I think it was like Mystic or something. I don't remember. I didn't know the process was you going outside when I first got it. And so I just was going around my house trying to find Pokemon. And then I realized at that point, I was like, this is stupid. I don't want to do this. And then I ended up was like, oh, you're supposed to go, okay. And I gave up on that. Oh, okay. Oh, there was rivalry. I just picked the color. I didn't know anything. I just told my dad, like, hey, which team did you want to try? And he was just like, because I got on his phone, I asked him for permission. I was like, hey, is there a team that you want me to pick for you? And he was just like, I don't know, pick the blue one. It looks cool. I was like, aye, cool. So we were team blue. And anything else I didn't know. I know. Look, my Pokemon knowledge is like limited at best. The only thing I just know information on is like any abridged series, any memes, and or whatever Solid JJ has created. But other than that, it is nothing. Well, no, the latest right now is like the generations that comes up. But besides that, nothing. If the flame was blue, but if I was red and the rest was I'm always way on the lowest player. Oh, I didn't know. I guess people like the blue better? If any, I don't know. I don't know if there's like some rival reason why or whatever. Maybe it's because of like their naming and such. I asked my dad why when we first got it, he was like, "Oh, Mystics, it's like the I like the blue, he likes the calmness, and he likes the mysticalness of it." I was like, "Oh, okay." So he was just like he played it for the color thing. I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." I know nothing, so I was just like going about just like, oh, lovely, lovely, lovely team. Meanwhile, I'm never realizing that there's like some freaking like war going on between the different teams. No challenges. I didn't know nothing. I mean, he deleted it off immediately, and I kind of forgot about it. So I was just like, okay. So I don't. So who knows? Maybe I might play it or not. I have no idea. I don't know whenever I'll play my first genuine Pokemon game ever, but it will happen one day. I just don't know when. Remember they're dangerous when Pokemon Go. That's probably why. What's favorite Poke? Oh, okay. Okay, so my favorite Pokemon is okay, if I'm going to go basic because from there's two that no, there's three that I do like. It is Eevee. I like Eevee, like the generic, the regular Eevee. Cause I did like I like fox creatures, and so Eevee was like a cutie, and it's the only Pokemon that can like evolve to like different multiple ones. So I was like, yes. The second one is uh Appleton. Appleton is my favorite because I don't know what source I got. I don't know if TikTok was even like in existence at the time. But I was watching some video and someone was like, "Have you heard of this creature called Appleton?" Appleton is the Pokemon that is an apple themed based creature, which if you didn't know, kids will likely pick it off the ground one day and eat it for a snack. And I was first like traumatized. I was like, "What? Why would you eat the apple creature? No!" And then afterwards, I was like, don't eat it. The creature, like use it for like you don't know how good your house will smell if it's like constant apple pie scent. Like, use it. And then all of a sudden, I that was like my favorite. And as of current now, in terms of my favorite Pokemon, I really like I like the Pom Pom dog. I really like the Pom Pom puppy. The newest one that just came out. But those are like my in terms. But anything else, I know nothing. I know nothing. Sure, Appleton is like the worm in the apple, like in the vlog, nothing animal attached to it. Well, some probably, like I said, I got it from some video, and they said that, and I just stuck with it because it looked like a little dinosaur. Like Appleton looked like a cute little looks like a cute little dinosaur-looking creature. Like you couldn't tell me that goober, that's like your walking scent like candle, free candle. I bet it would like if I had one in my own home, it would constantly make my house smell delicious, and I would love that. I know there's other Pokemons that are like I wasn't aware of like half the Pokemon. I was aware of the Pokemon creepypastas, those. I just didn't know they were creepy pastas until like I was watching like a game theory. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Poctopia. Oh, is that the newest one that came out? Is that the one where um it's the Ditto becoming the master or something like that? It looked cute though. If anything, it looked super cute. Oh yeah, yeah. It looks super cute. I know nothing about it, but it looks super cute to try out and to play. I don't have any devices, so I can't really like, yeah. And the Bible when you get the little hobby. Ooh, I hope you when you do get it, tell us how it is whenever you inevitably get it. But yeah, I was aware of Pokemon some creepypastas. So there's only two, well, kind of two-ish adjacent. So the first one was obviously Missingo, I think. That's the one where no, not Missingo. Well, I mean, yeah, him. But no, it's the one where what's his face? Your rival apparently constantly fights with like a Rattata or whatever. And so and I think the third or fourth whatever counter in Lavender Town, when you do fight him, it turns out he apparently has like a less ball because apparently in one of the previous fights you theoretically killed his Pokemon, and coincidentally when you fight him you're in a graveyard, which makes sense. You're fighting on like the grounds of the last Pokemon, which I see now why is that makes a lot of sense. But I don't think, because at the very least, I knew at the very least from what my friends and my cousins told me. They were like, "Oh, Pokemons don't like die. They like at least pass out, and then you immediately like you can revive." I was like, I had like a little salt in mind. I was like, "He's not dead. He just want to be edgy, just to be edgy." I heard that missing on like 10 years that unlocked a memory. Oh, it did. There's like a way. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, missing out, I think, is one where I think there's like a certain tactic to get in order to get missing O. I don't know, and I watched like a streamer do this, so I can't really explain what they did to do it, but you can get them, and I think Pokemon Red, that I know from that gameplay. And then you have it's one of those ROM hacks. No. I think you can like access somehow in like one of the games. You have to go to like a certain area and trigger some effects, and then the creature will come out. Yeah, it's a glitch. Missingo's not like a creepypasta, it's just a glitch, if anything. So he ain't really scary, but they make him sound like some creepy figure. And then who else was there? And then there's another one that wasn't technically a creepypasta, but something that was, I guess, aware in the world of Pokemon that there's a lot of technically dead kids in the game, like adjacent to like ghost kids, and by that proxy, kids who somehow have disappeared. So there's the balloon one, which I think was also one of my favorite dark ones that I like the design wise. There was a dark one. It was like the balloon one, and they apparently get their powers that they can pick up, they get kids, they pick them up, yeah, they kidnap kids essentially, and so they kidnap kids and to be never seen again. And then you have Smith, the hypnotic dude who like hypnotize like some people to like be in a forever slumber or whatever, and then finally you have like a lot of ghosts kind of characters and girls or things like that. Somehow girls. I don't know why specifically that, but there was one Pokemon game where there was a little girl who apparently wasn't feeling well, and so their mom and dad tried everything to like rescue, but the dad was trying to get some lunar present or whatever, and the little girl was like, "No, you're supposed to stay here with me." And so Darkrai came by, who was I think the reason why came by and like took her away darker, and so she died in her sleep in the game. I don't know what version, but that's what happened. And so that's where you get like the lunar whatever thingy. So that's the extent of the knowledge at very least. And that's just from like the creepypastas. I don't know why. I don't know why Pokemon has like an interest with the dead of kids, but it makes me realize how That's what I said. It is. You might think it's cool, and it is cool, but you do realize the games in itself are really terrifying when you really think about the implications of half the things. For instance, why is a 10-year-old going off their own? Why? Why are they going off their own to become a Pokemon master? Can't you just wait or have like an actual guardian adult? And why are they constantly getting in the threat of being almost killed every single like I swear Ash is like built like something different. Pretty sure Hantop is spirit probably a kid taking over trees some sorry. If it is, I didn't know that. Yeah, yeah, and even if the knowledge that's just the basic surface of Pokemon stuff that everyone probably knows. Like in terms of knowledge, I know, like I said, nothing beyond that. But it would be cool to. I always wonder, like in the world of Pokemon, how people would be able to like, um, the food themed Pokemons that are like obviously like meant to be eaten, like they're sentient creatures, right? Like at the very least they are sentient. So how does it work if like there's like a cow, there's already like a cow thing that's a kind of like a sentient creature in a way. Like, do you eat the meat or are there like physically real cows in their world and they just use that, or are they substituting like I know there is some food adjacent that does exist. And so I'm like, this feels like FNAF. How is it like FNAF? You don't eat kids in the FNAF world. What? The Pokemons are animals. You don't. What? Where's the doll which abandoned my child felt feeling revenge against the kid who abandoned it? Oh my. Oh, that was like the FNAF. Okay, that makes sense. I guess they eat Pokemon. That's still like weird. Well, not weird. Because they're animals. Pokemons are essentially just animals. But I guess it's just I don't know, maybe I'm just me thinking like an idiot too deep because they're technically animals, but they're like sentient animals. Like more sentient than like actual like they can like walk and they move and they can fight and they have like their own personalities. So I'm just sitting here like where do we like what happens? I don't know, maybe that's just me being like not understanding. Before I did some animation of cooking Pokemons. Oh, I saw that video. That was kind of cool. That was actually kind of cool. Oop, I think they didn't like your caps. Oh, these probably means they're really close. Yeah, I guess they didn't like the amount of capsulization. You know, you gotta be a little tad careful of that. Well, since you did action. Yeah, been a while, if anything. Some animals can walk and move too. Well, no, I mean, animals can walk and move, but it's like in a weird. No, animals can walk and move too. I'm just saying, in like, from I guess in the world in the Pokemon, they do more than walk and move. Like you can like capture them and like make them to fight. And like some of them could almost talk. Some of them can talk if given the chance. I know like the Meowth can talk. Cats don't talk. So like unless there's some weird gene power or something that he has or whatever. I don't know, maybe I'm just like thinking like weirdly too deep about it or something, but I don't know. It'd be weird to eat like something that can almost have like a thought. So we call survival of the fittest. That's the case, and I'm surprised that them Pokemons have some level of trust for us, for the I guess the humans to not like one day overtake everything, and be like, all right, that's it, or this is our territory. I mean, almost they did. Didn't what's his face? Mewtwo did something like that and was like, that's it. The world of Pokemon is like, or yeah, humans don't value Pokemons or whatever, or something like that. There's also a thing that apparently you can marry Pokemons, which is very interesting. to a thing because they're not people, but they are you. Some people could marry into Pokemons and have Poke baby human. I don't know, hybrid, whatever the frick, but they do exist. If anything, they do exist. Hey, Boa! Hey, Boa! Hi! Good mornings, good time zones. How are you on this fine day? This is Beware, the bear huggy, or the bear. The Pokemon has the habit of hugging Pokemon. Hugging competition. Many trainers have left the world after the spines were squashed by its hug. Oh man, you made my communities. Oh really? Oh shoot, I'm so sorry. Did I reawaken? Oh, I didn't know. I like the name is Beware. I'm good. How about you? I'm fantastic. A little mellow. This is a stream more mellowing right now, if anything. And how's the arting? Arting's going well. We're just drawing myself candy up like an actual candidized version of me because I have myself some Sour Patch watermelons next to me, and so I am in the midst of gonna eat those super soon. Besides that, I started work, so that's also the reason why I don't have an issue. Thank you for stopping by, Yanizo. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and rest well. And thanks for the vibins. But it's also daylight savings time, so I think that's like why a lot of people, at least in my area, are like super tired of anything. And to be frank, I am too in a way, so I'm just like, when I like fully sleep, I'm going to like get some nice relaxation and rest and anything and be like, oh, like beautiful. If anything, we're just doing more arting, so I just want to like, I want to do a nice cash draw. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna redo. I had to redo my part in my assignment, my freaking thingy, and so I forgot that somehow CapCut forgot to get rid of. I forgot to get rid of like a stupid marking, and so I looked back and I was like, God damn it, why is it there? And so I had to like tell the people in the Discord like, stop, don't, please, no, do not submit it. I have to like change something. Like, oh, okay. Oh, work on my day. Oh no, that's terrible. I hope work goes well. You will conquer. If anything, you will conquer the work. So I'm the worst art block right now. Oh, here's an easy solution to like get rid of art block. Just draw lines. Like, you just draw lines. Just make lines, make patterns. Don't think what you're making, just make lines. And somehow, there's a game that when we used to play in my Boys and Girls Club, it was called, well, I don't think it had like an actual name, but what we did is we closed our eyes, we had like a piece of paper, we closed our eyes, and then we immediately did like some squiggles, and then afterwards we passed the line to the other person and did those same squiggles as well. We try to start at the end part to connect the lines, and then we continue onwards until we get to the last person, and their job, when they receive how many squiggles there are, you're supposed to create a picture out of those squiggles, and it creates like some sort of like creature. So if anything, it's like a fun practice for like, if you don't have anything, if you don't have any idea on what to draw, somehow like the simplest of lines can like be like a spark of anything. But yeah, this is coming from someone who did like exercising at like my Boys and Girls Club, so. Okay, what's going on with weather? Daylight savings, and also depending on your time zone, you have extreme hot to cold. So there's that. And here that's the complete one. Thanks for stopping by, Neo. I hope you good luck in your Clash Royale and rest well. Thankfully, this is a chillaxing day. Hopefully, I'll try and get this at least done. So I can post it to my socials. I'm trying to post the courage. I have it in my. It's on my. Oh my god! Speaking of courage, there's somehow some brand spanking news about the creator. He did a 180, like a full 180, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to Jiminy thank you for the bits. Thank you for 20. How many is that? You gave 5. Thank you for the 20 bits in total. Thank you for the bits. I really appreciate the bits. You go rest, alright? One more bit for the loud. Thankfully, it's not blaring loud, because I know you guys earlier in the beginning when I had these were like, it's so loud. So I'm like, I'll turn it down for my sake and for yours as well. And I had to like agree with you. So it's not like super loud. But yeah, the dude, the Cowardly Dog creator, backed out of his usage of the crypto stuff, and so he made a post talking about it. It was like, okay, so I don't want to use the crypto thing. All right, I won't use it. Thank you for letting me know about it. And I'm like, I'm happy for this. Don't get the wrong. I'm happy for this. I'm ecstatic for this. However, it took like so many people to be like on Twitter to like tell him it's bad. If anything, I'm glad he is back. He is now not washed. There's like people willing to donate without the use of crypto. Like, I think a lot of people don't understand. People willing to donate. You don't have to go down crypto route or whatever. If anything else, like people can, they can donate. Just like why? In first place, money, just money assets. He's trying to do, I think, from I saw a post, he said like a project or whatever, but I don't know if he explained as to what it was. So essentially, it was just there, but now he's thankfully not gonna do it anymore. So but time shall tell. Only time shall tell, if anything, of what's to come. Because I'm holding I already unfollowed him, so I don't trust, I'll see actions. So until he does show himself to like actually changing, I'm gonna keep myself unfollowed for my own sake, because I don't like my creators back and forthing with these goddamn like, you can make monies from donation or Kickstarters. The creator of like Amphibia has like a Kickstarter for his own independent animation studio, and people will eat that up. Do you not know? People are willing to pay, man. Like, I don't know. Didn't know that. It is cool. That I didn't know that. Well, I knew. I'm on Twitter like way more on than anything else. But I saw it. I was like, it's like for his a pilot for both, like pilot for his indie series as well as a brand new short. So it looks super nice. Also, speaking, perfect segueing. This is totally make people question their sanity. Did y'all know Childish Gambino is gonna play Yoshi in the Mario movie that's coming out in April? They revealed the voice cast for the rest, and he's gonna be Yoshi. So that's cool. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And now I think I understand the reason as to why he probably wasn't in Fiona and Cake season 2. Now that it's out, I think that makes too much more sense as to why he wasn't in the season 2 of Fiona Cake. He's the one who's singing the popular song. He is the one who's saying the popular song. He's the one who's saying in our house the welcome to our hometown. Caught your lackin'. And funny enough, there's like apparently there's a lot of remixes of him. Oh, there's a new song, or this is an old song. I want to get a new song. There's a lot of remixes of specifically his songs with Yoshi's, and I don't know how to feel about the people predicting something so stupid, and yet it's so stupid, and yet like. Oh, the one with the Renaissance. Oh yeah, Renaissance too. Also that as well. I was just memeing the I was referencing This Is America. Or my actual personal favorite song, 3005. That's my actual favorite song. I didn't even know about him, but I had that song in my radio in my car when I was like super young, and so it always was like it brought me immense joy in my heart whenever I heard the song being played. And I didn't even know about him until like his when I discovered he was Fiona and Cake one, but also I guess Community. So yeah, it's kind of cool and interesting. Whoop, there we go. Thanks for the golden news. Oh, of course. They also revealed for I think Mr. Wart, I think Wart something, and like something like the Queen Honeybee, who I think was in the Spider-Verse, which now makes sense because of her, it made me realize that Childish Gambino was also in the Spider-Verse, the second part, for a quick cameo, to portray as Miles Morales at some point. Yeah, everyone's spreading the word news like wildfire. So it's pretty neat. And the funny thing is, I went back and listened because everyone on the internet was like, who the heck voices Yoshi? Who is this voice for Yoshi? This, like, people thought it was like Keaton or something. I was like, no, they can't have him. That's like an extra. And it can't be an extra because the voice prompt is so specific because it's Yoshi. They have to get at least an actor who at least is like at least A rank at best to like voice him. And so when they figured out, I was like, I went back, I listened to the audio, and I was like, oh, now I hear it. Oh, now I hear it. It's like I hear it now. He was supposed to be the Prowler in MCU. He was supposed to be the Prowler, but they had like a mini cameo. So there's a certain point in some universe that the Prowler was going to be by Daniel Glover himself, which is kind of bonkers to think about. Dude's everywhere. He's in Simba. He's in the Lion King's live action Simba, grown up Simba. He's Marshall Lee in the first season in Fiona and Cake. He's in like a lot of stuff, if anything. Talented musician and artist. Funny man. Like, really funny guy. Me too. Oh yeah, I said comedian. Yeah, I was watching before I knew who he was, there was a comedy that he did. Uh that was I don't know what it was named, but it was him like it was the deaf stand up where he was trying to like do a stand up comedy and he had like a joke revolving around like just small black people and he just didn't know if it was gonna pass off for like a uh a wording. And so they had a silence. It was like there's already a word for that. They've been saying that word for years, and we didn't know about it. I don't know the name of the skit. It's a very funny skit. It's just like, imagine just like you have like a joke, but you don't know how it's like translation, and you're worried for to being offensive, and then immediately you're like, so you do have it, huh? That just changes everything. Cause what possible context do you have that word usage for? Who says that in their daily life? It's very funny. It's very funny. Yeah, he's funny. So I cannot wait to see what he does he'll ace it for sure. order. But yeah, I was gonna watch the death battle today while mid drawing, but I realized I might not be able to because I think I will be too distracted. It was the recent one that just came out, which was Cell versus Metal Sonic, and I was in the middle. I was like, should I watch this? I'm like holding off, and so I'm debate. I've already saw the clippage from like the previews, but I might watch it off if anything, because I'm scared. If anything, I don't want to get spoiled by someone who's in like who pops in and be like, oh, this one. I'm like, no, don't. So I might watch it off screen, but from the animation, it looks super good, so I'm ecstatic for that. But I already know who's gonna fight at least the next time, so that I do know for certain. And from Twitter, thanks Twitter, I guess. And I have to say, what the actual hell for the next time? Because why? Why? It's a stupid. It's like it's a random, the most insane matchup I think ever, prone from a stupid meme. Oh, and by the way, Camino goes. Oh yeah, they're gonna be on Saturday Night Live. I saw like a clip of their the performance going on with Ryan Gosling and everything. I think it was on the same night. I think I saw two back-to-back SNL clips, and I think I saw one was a musical performance they did. Another one where had Ryan and Gosling in it. So it looked really good. I'm honestly happy with how much success people are now rediscovering gorillas. Oh, it's so good. The animation is top freaking notch, man. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful like piece. It's all done via cell animation, so they're all hand drawn, and the backgrounds are all hand painted. So it's a very beautiful. It's very pretty, honestly. And this is coming from someone who just really likes animation, so it's just like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course, I'll eat that sucker up. On the Jungle Book. Oh yeah, that's what I clocked in immediately. There were so many references to it. I think they already, from how they just animated the snake and everything, I was like, oh yeah, this is a homage to Jungle Book in every way and form, and I saw it because I love the Jungle Book. It's a good movie. The sequel is the sequel is like all right, and the live action is not bad at all. So I clocked that in immediately. I love the Jungle Book. Both the original and the animation and the live action animation. So yeah, there was like, unless you have no knowledge of that entire series from like the get-go or have any idea like what it could be, yeah, it's like a very like a sweet homage to it. Okay, body, and then next we have the face. Oh shoot, I forgot to go coloring for my face. Prepared for they took inspiration from the classic Disney animation. Oh yeah, the thing I like about with fun fact, apparently with it's the cool thing with like early Disney animation films that kind of carry on to like the 3D is how much they use like a ton of like reused animation assets from previous films. There's like video comps dedicated to just showing like the different like reused cycles from every animation film that they moved that were traditional. And then later on you saw some of them were kind of using assets again for newer scenes and everything for some 3D events. It's a lot of reuse shtick when it coming at the same time as somewhat nature. It is. People say it's lazy. I say it's lazy, but it looks pretty. Like if you're gonna be an artist, you might as well find a way to cheat out your system and cheat the way to do your art in. Because no one's gonna draw that same style again for the same time all over and over again. No one's gonna no be honest. I'm interrupting. Yes, music, please play. Free. Work smarter. Exactly. Work smarter, not harder. Exactly. There's like a lot of like I saw a post on my timeline that was like it was a quote retweets of different people trying to like of a person who was just using an art like tracing like a hand position, and there's like a couple of quote retweets that were just like, oh man, like they're using the same position and pose, like they're using it from oh that's not how you swirl. I can't swirl. They're using like a same pose for a different art thing. I'm like, do you expect artists to like in general know how to pose like constantly or like get the reference out of me from the gate? Like we reference stuff. What? Like I have like a folder that like references stuff. Exactly. And people are gonna say anime and AI is gonna take over the arting world and anything. If that's the case, then I'm not gonna teach my kids to be subjected to that sucker. I refuse heavy. A bad art is better than AI. Exactly. We wouldn't call it AI art. We call it just dog water. In fact, apparently there was a timeline and image. Someone was like, was at a doctor's office, and they posted like, "Dude, I felt like my first AI slop in the wild." And it was like a book, apparently. That was AI generated. It had all the obvious like AI ness showing, and like there's like 1,000 things wrong. Like for one, there's some faces in the background are obviously missing. Two, there's obviously a let's say incorrect information, and so they were like, "You're teaching kids this, like, you're presenting them wrong information, and yet you have the information." So like I swear, if somehow in the way if we ever have future of AI stuff like taking over like everything that's besides the thing that is important, I think we would die out immediately just from serious stupidness. It would be like the episode from the Gumball where Nick the family got like or Gumball, Darwin, and Ais, and I think the dad all got like they got slowly dumber because of their his mom keeping them safe or something like that. Was the context? So in the episode, I'm ruining this. So the episode, Richard's mom came to visit or something in town, and so his mom was constantly downplaying how unsafe everyone kind of was living. Just daily tasks was deemed too unsafe, and so by that proxy, she made everyone kind of dumb down, and they can barely do any contact. It's the trope of where you're living where like you stay over like a mom's and place and they like treating you and they parent you and they like babied you so much where you become just like a baby, I guess, in their terms, and they're just like, oh no, they can't do anything on their own. Can't you? That's impossible. Like that. It's like that trope, if anything else. Overprotective. Yeah, overprotectiveness. But in this case with Gumball, it's overprotectiveness to the point where they ended up like becoming very like dumbed down type. I don't know if there's like a specific trope for that, but it exists. Where is the thing? Become too early. I refuse. I'm not gonna bend. Look, the only thing I want the AI stuff to do and robots, please do my laundry. That's it. Like, please. Everything else you can just do on your own. Or no, just do my laundry and just that's it. And take out the trash. Besides that, just let me do the creative stuff. Pay my taxes. It's sunny yet cold. Oh no, those are the worst type of weathers. Those are the worst type of weathers. Where it's like obviously not it's like you feel the sun or you know the sun's out there because of how it's like positioned and conditioned and everything. It doesn't feel like the sun's out there, and so you're kind of just like in the midst of like there's heat, but where's the heat? I can't feel the heat. Like I know you're there. When the devil takes his hand. Is that really what it's called? That's a cool phrase. That's a cool phrase, honestly. When the devil takes his hand. Oh, you made that up? Oh, marketed it. Market it, copy, strike it. Make sure people can't steal it because they're gonna find a way to make it. They'll make it like, oh, I came up with this term. It's like, no, you didn't. How dare you? Oh my gosh. Let's see what else is there. Next we have clothing, a toy. Yeah, make it, monetize it, make it into merch. Make sure you cook that and ship that. Don't worry, it's gonna be like those catchphrases when you have like a catchphrase, uh, or like some saying, you can like immortalize it and become super, super like you'll make bank whenever someone just uses it. No, I'm just kidding. That's like terrible. Oop, I'm gonna try and figure this out. There we go. Then, all right. Ooh, I really like the flowiness of the pants on the bottom. I realize I've come to the term that I really do like oversized pants, but not like oversized in terms of like they're physically like big for me. I'm talking about the pants that are like the super baggy ones. If anything else, they look way comfy to wear. Is it baggy? Yeah, baggy. Not like extra just big because of size, just baggy because they're like more more like on the flaring towards the bottom of your shoe or towards like the legging area. It feels like way more comfy. Oh yeah, I think it's because I liked I had like a phase at some point where I used to well not a phase. I still wear. I have like a ton of bell bottoms, if anything. So bell bottoms were like a thing that my nana gave me when I was still like getting hand-me-down clothes and like things like that. So she gave me a couple of like her attires and things, and so a lot of them were just like bell bottom-esque type of clothings and things. And I kind of like loved I guess my loving for them came through it. And I don't know, it's like the styles and like a lot of fashion during like the eras when bell bottoms were like super big, kind of like benefited from it. Like suits had like a big flaring style with it. Yeah, I had like another, what are the other? It's a common trend here in my place. I want to be trend. I'm tired of the era of people preferring skinny jeans and whatever. God dang it. Skinny jeans are overrated. We want flair. We want the pants to be big. Okay, so how the heck do they do like these puffs? I might do like a regular puff if anything. Oh, that makes it like a 10 times easier. I was gonna make a style off of it. So I think I was talking with like a lot of people in the store and I kind of like the thing is where I worked at, we have like extra like we have like regular baggy and then we have like regular baggy and then we have like ultra baggy, which is like a bigger update in that, and then we have extra baggy, which is like it feels like your feet will be covered by the sheer like when you walk, like if you put them on, your feet will be like covered and you'll look like like a me in like in those like me channel games. SHIRT, and then glove, GLOVES. Oop, accidentally made it too small. Like I said, it was a combination for my place, so key, they're good. I always thought it might be fall off. Oh no, that's why you have the power of the one thing that they never would give you, a belt. I mean, the bonus thing is like if you go swimming out, it'll be so much easier to constantly. You can roll them up enough to like make them super short. The only downsiding is the fact that well, at some point you might they might roll down. How do you keep your plants up from your stage? It's incredible. Belt. God, I love that so much. Okay, so now I guess we'll add a little thing for the crown, I guess. Sarah the rule of my movie. Oh no, that's every kid from like the 2000s. Look, if you can't, if you're talking shit, you get the you talk shit, you get hit type beat. Don't talk back to your parents, otherwise they'll bring like the belt, or in worst case, the wooden spoon, or in worst case, a single flip sandal. You can bet all kids will be screaming constantly about it. Worst is I got the sandal. Oh no, I got like belts to spoons, if anything. That sucked for me. Yeah, I'm not gonna have the crown. I realized how I just want to draw candy me. That's it. The belt was the worst part. I remember I was like, I think I was talking back to my mom or my dad, and she brought like the belt to me, and so I told her, I don't know why, my dumbass was like, it didn't hurt. I told back to her, it didn't hurt. What are you talking about? That doesn't help. Are you gonna hit me with the metal pipe, Madre? You're like obviously pausing, so like, are you hitting with the metal pipe? Or are you just preparing for it? Nope. Oh, are you sure? You sure? I watch too much comedy stuff, and I'm like, there's like a setup and punchline and everything. Yeah, you're waiting. I watch too much cartoons and like stuff, so like, I was just rewatching Looney Tunes like again. I was just like, it was just on my feed again, and then so I was just like, all right, you're setting up a punchline. Where's the drop gonna kick for the funny? I'm just like, you're leaving me off an edge. The funny. And I'm not doing that. You say not, and yet you're excluding you're extending your words. Are you sure? Okay. All right. I'm gonna like immediately like while I get back into drawing, you're gonna just drop the metal pipe sound effect. But what was I talking about earlier? Oh no, yeah, the belting. Oh yeah, I was like, why a metal pipe? That's terrible. Who would do that? That's not. I think there's like a level of like you need to call like the policeman about that. I don't think that should be a metal pipe. Is I think you're crossing a barrier that I don't think anyone should go through at that point. That's terrible, and that's way too scary. I think I would have never forgiven if somehow if my mom came at me with like that. I'll be like, okay, new thank yous. Okay, so we're gonna make yous all red. But I don't know why. I remember my mom, and I was like telling her, I don't know why. I told her immediately, like when she spanked me, I was like, that didn't hurt at all. Like that was just nothing. I don't know why my dumbass was like trying to challenge her up. And so she did it again, harder. And so you can clearly see me almost crying, trying to cry. But because I want to be a stuck up, I was like, see, that didn't hurt at all. I don't know what you're talking about. And so she was just like, fine. And she did one more round. And so I didn't say nothing because I knew if I said something, I was immediately going to actively cry. So I said nothing, and my mom was talking like the lessons, and so she left. And by that proxy, I went to it happened in the parents' bedroom. So I went to the bed, I grabbed like the nearest pillows and blankets, and I let out like the biggest scream ever. I was like, oh, I didn't do that. I was like, why was I talking so much hit for this? Like, what was wrong with me? And I was like, that made me was like, I'm never gonna talk smack again. I was like, that was fire. I was never willing to play. Also, and Kai, hi, hi. Good time zones to you, my friend. How are you? It's the super cool and talented Kai, the talented musical artist of Balloon Girl. How are you on this fine afternoon and or evening or time zone, depending on where you are? We're just drawing right now and just talking about childhood stuff. Finding some good things. I can I can stream earlies, but work called for me. My life has turned into a Wattpad story. In the good sense or a bad sense, a Wattpad story. There's like how bad was it? Or good was it? I hope it was good. Yeah, I was about to say, like, Wattpads are like, I confronted my stalker today and he asked me on a date. Oh, that is a huh? What? Okay, I hope I don't know how to did you say no or yes? I don't know. Also, he wasn't ugly. Okay, so that's just a bonus. It was actually nice. Okay, okay. So it's like it went like subvert expectations. I was like, I got like worried. I was like, okay. So did you like? I don't know. Did you say yes or did you say no to your stalker guy or stalker? That would have made me nervous. If anything, if someone came up to me and was like, hey, I've been seeing you from like the distance and anything, would you want to go out with me? I'll be like, who are you? I don't know who you are. And I think I would have been too stunned to speak, if anything. Thankfully that it has not hit in yet. But like that's still terrifying. Thankfully he doesn't sound dangerous, but still anything could happen. I had a taser already, but it took me off guard. But I told him sure, so yeah. Okay, so a slight happy ending. So a slightish happy ending then, it seems. No one got hurt, but still, thankfully, yay. But keep that with you just in case if they pull some stuff, all right? Like, yeah, even apologize. Okay, they apologized. Good. All right. Okay, but keep your guard just in case. Keep your guard up. You never know. There's people slowly today some people are being jerks. So keep your guard up and you'll be alright. But I'm glad he apologized and said the sorrows and sorries. I don't have another layer for this, so I'll just put accessories and lines, I guess. We'll definitely no, because that's like didn't even attempt like an attempt to be made to try to at least get them to know you or something, or just like have like a small conversation. Like if there's a person who I want to try and talk to, and this is if I will be nervous, but I will just find a way of courage to like speak to them at some point and be like, hey, I think you're cool. We want to be friends. And I'll just wait for a yes or a no. And if they say no, it's like, cool, all right. Thanks for like chatting. Or just strike up something. Just don't silently look at the person. That's scary. Jiminy Christmas cakes. Oh my jeez. Alright, we got them spiots ready. And then the final thing is a tail. How did I forget a tail? Spooky's not even like exactly. Well, Spooky in general, no one likes stalkers. I'm scared to. I don't. Thankfully, I'm not that. But it always scares me that at some point, someone could turn into a stalker. I feel, with given like, depending on the obsession. Like if anything, I make myself like stay away from like the people who I. If there's someone who I idol, I'm just gonna turn the other direction and just like give them like a thumbs up in the background, be like, cool, all right. I can't talk to you, but I'm like, okay, because I don't know how to explain anything to you, so I'm like, okay. Oh, I messed up the tail. But it made me realize that people are people, and they're not something to be afraid of. Oh my god, okay. There was a series, so I was reading a comic novel series, and it just ended like the March 6th, but I just read the online one, like yesterday before I went to work. And oh my god, I am so disappointed on how it ended. Well, not disappointed. I mean, I knew how it was gonna end sadly, but how it was presented, it was like, it hurt me. Okay, so there's a comic series called novel series Lackluster. Well, okay, it heavy depends if you read the whole thing and you're like, okay, I understand the motive and the situation and the theming. So it's called, look up a comic. It's called Beneath the Spring. What is it called? Hold on. Beneath the trees. Hold on. Beneath the trees, rite of spring. Beneath the trees where nobody sees. It's called Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, and they had like a second season 2 called Beneath the Trees Rite of Spring. And so, basically, the premise of the story, it's like a cute little, it looks like a storybook kind of situation. So it has all like it feels like a storybook type of Little Bear, Franklin energy or whatever like that. Whatever. Cool. The plot twist is that you follow the main character. Her name is Sarah, and plot twist, spoilers, she's a serial killer, like a serial killer, but she lives in a small town, essentially. And so she does killings outside of the city and anything. And so she gets away with it, practically. How it ended, and I'm not gonna spoil how it ends, at least for the second part, but how it ends the story made me feel like I don't want, like I knew it was gonna end in like a terrible way, but I'm like I had like a high hope. You know it, you know it, you know it. Yeah. If you don't know it, read it. It's a really they're all free on webtoons. It's a really good comic. It made me like I was recommended to it. I don't know how I got recommended to it. I think I was just scrolling along because I was at the middle of like reading Everything Is Fine, and it gave me like a recommendation of like the book of like, hey, would read this, and I was like, I got like the story. I was like, okay, maybe it's not bad. And lo and behold, it was everything that I expected. I like how they portrayed like serial killers in a ways, and how they're able to make them not human, like how what their mind works. It was such a cool like detailing and everything, and it looks super sick to understand like how much like Sarah like thinks, and how much she claims she doesn't act on accord, but she has like a reason as to why she does what she does and who she specifically targets. And it's such a good story. And so how it ended in the first not season, I guess season in a way, the first issue, it was perfect. I loved it. It was like still terrifying, but still perfect. And then it ended in issue 2. It ended on like a little part. So I'm not gonna say nothing about it because, like I said, I don't want my personal thing just to judge on you when if you ever want to get into it, chat. But it felt like a disappointment to me in some way. It's like a very way. I don't know how to describe it. I knew it was gonna happen, and yet I was like upset it happened in presenting its form. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But yeah, it's like one of those series where and the thing is, I can't handle horror and spooky things like that. Not my bread and butter. It's not my thing. Expecting lesson in a sense. It's not bad. I mean, obviously, there was other things that I liked that didn't really have that much of an effect, and that's just getting to spoiler territory. So I don't want to subscribe much on what happened onto that accord. But there were some moments that were literally legit, like kind of cool to see, at the very least. That made me like, oh yeah, I see it now. In that way. So, like I said, I don't want to spoil it unless you guys are gonna read it at some point. But I assure you, it is really good. It's such a good the inner workings of how killers and people who operate think and feel, and how they act, and portrayal of some have rhyme or reason, some have a not reason, and why people have a reason to kill in a sense, which is super cool. I wasn't expecting to learn something from a non-learning way, but I learned something in a way. Oops. I forgot I have the vectors on. Oopsies. But yeah, I loved it. And everything with everything is fine. I don't know if that one's actually updated yet because they just ended season 4 or 5, I think. I don't know if they're updating now to another if they just are now back on their whole spieling because I've been loving. I'm slowly surprisingly I'm having now a thing that I realize I like cutesy stuff. I really like cute designs and drawings with a side of like terrifying, like scary stuff smashed within it. I mean, I still like cutesy stuff and like wholesome things, but I realized like something about like the feel of like you don't expect something cartoonishly and childish to immediately um hit you with a oh my god type of feel look is like kind of funny for me. Terrifying to exactly. Like I told like a joke within my friend like, hey, if I ever make like analog horror or some sort of analog YouTube something like that, basically have a tree friend. So what's it called? Oh, okay. No, there's like I have like a limit on that point. Happy Trees Friends is like a different type of like thing. That's like gore. Like that's like pure like like gore and stuff. I don't mess with that at the very least. I don't mind it, but there's like a limit I have. I can't handle like body horror and like or well not body horror. That's like I handle like whatever Happy Tree Friends has because that's just like a show primarily just to be that actively just tricks you. Plus, I've seen too many. I had like my brother and like watching it, and so I didn't think he should watch it. Plus, I don't want to get nightmares. That's like too early, and no one should technically have that at all. If anything, I like the ones that are like so like subtle kind of horror. And this is coming from a person who can't handle horror like at all in the sense. So, like, as long as well written, if anything, trust me, look, I laughed at when Michael Jackson's Thriller music video comes up, and that's the only music video I don't think I'll ever be able to watch because it terrified me that badly. It really was that bad. It like messed me up badly. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna have the boulder zones on top. We're gonna get rid of the tails real quick so we can know what will be here. What MJ music video? Oh, Thriller. Thriller. I remember when I was whenever I was at my old after school program when Halloween was rolling around, we all decided to one day just play it. And I never really saw MJ. I saw the song, and so I never saw the music video. And so it terrified me to my core, the music video of me of seeing it, because the amount of like fear one person can get from something like that, maybe like of the transformation. It was a transformation sequence, and it was a part where he becomes like the end credit part, and that creepy laughter. Those parts were the ones I mean, like, I don't like this. This is not for me. And I had like nightmares about that, like bad nightmares. And I thought I could try. Like years later, I thought, okay, I'm older. I was like 13 at the time. I was older. I'm not 8 years old. I'm 13, and so I will be able to handle watching it again. Surely it won't traumatize me again. I ran out immediately, and I realized I wasn't gonna be able to watch it. It was that bad. And years later, I still don't have like that courage to watch it. Cause I like the music. The music's good. I just don't like the stupid the music video because that like traumatized me. That traumatized like baby B like badly. Is Legal Cipher is like the same thing as MJ music video at the end. Oh yeah, that thing I saw apparently that because of the eyes in the background or in the end part that Bill Cipher then just possessed MJ. Which not cool, Bill boy. What the heck, man? You're not supposed to do that. Which cool usage because that really just means that he was everywhere. Oh shoots. I guess he's on his Bill E jeans. Rim shot right there. But I don't have the sound effect. That's good. That's funny right there. Madre coming out with the puns. The pun master Madre. Oh shoot, I gotta get rid of this part now. Oop. Oh, they're way too in sync in line. I didn't realize they were the same. Oh dear great heavens. Then oh wait, no, the body then, because okay, so we gotta get the overall part. Oh wait, no, not like that. Well, I gotta figure out erasures. What am I thinking of weirdly shaped when I see the sketch of the tail? Oh yeah, that was the inspiration. I literally had like a donut I was eating before I left, and I was like, I'm craving a donuts right now. It's just a regular glaze. So I was like, I'll make the donuts tails, if anything. Because who doesn't love a good dones, delicious dones, unless you're allergic to them. Oop. Okay, so that should be underneath the tail then. Okay, so now we get rid of all of this. All of this stuff does not need to be here unnecessarily. Honestly, I was gonna make it. I had another idea for how to make it, but I just didn't know how to execute it. I was gonna make like it was like a type of design, like a jelly something, but I just didn't know how to incorporate that or how to do it. So I was just like, oh, okay. Matching ways. Okay, now I think they should be. Okay, so if anything, let me just check. This is for this layer. This is for this. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add more squiggles around just to make it completely filled. A lot of music videos. Okay, I know this is not the topic, but I love I remember when I was at my grandma's house, her old home, and we were just one night. I don't know what happened. We were just watching music video after music video after music video, and then there was one music video that I don't remember who. I think it was from the Wu-Tang or something. And the music video was like 13 or 28 minutes long. And so I asked my mom, I think I was like, why the heck is this song so we was on like an MJ binge, and then it went from MJ, and his music video was like what was his music video called? I think it was actually it was Remember the Time. It was that song. And it went to the MJ's thing of the Wu-Tang, and it was like 13 minutes. And I was like, what the heck kind of song is like 13 minutes? Why is it 13 minutes for a song? And my mom then told me, like, because at the time, before with the modern today, these videos had like production and like a story element to it. It felt like a mini movie, if anything, instead of it. Well, at the time, what she described as like a mini movie. So we always watch those constantly. in a way, just to like have some sort of like element. I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense, but that's like a lot of like stuff to go into just to listen to the music. And she's like, yeah, but it's the experience part. And I'm not dissing her because there's a lot of, if you look back on like older music videos from like 80s, 90s, like early stuff, there is somehow, some way, like a ton of elements and productions they would go into, which is this is bonkers. Like you can see how much effort they put into like the story they're trying to make for the song and stuff to like correspond and everything. Like my goodness gracious. Oh, I gotta get rid of the hair. I respect way a lot. I respect a lot when it comes to, well, at the time. Now, music videos today, I don't know, depending on some, if they do the whole thing, they don't really put like a story. They don't look fun to some. Some music videos don't look fun. They look all kind of like not the same, but they feel kind of like, oh, this is like, oh, let's jump to the music. There's no aftermath to the story. Oh, well, or something like that. Like, you want the music? There's the music. Come up with the story your own self. We'll whatever makes us the most money in terms of productions. Where is my overalls? Okay, I love living like a very good visualizing lens too. Right, yeah, it makes you like the best ones are when you like can somehow like come up with like a song to correspond it, or like a music video in your head to kind of like coordinate with it. When the beat like hits and you start to like melodic dreaming or something dreaming, and you make your own like music video in your head, and you're just like, oh, this is where P kicks in. Doo 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 doo. It's so good, right? There's some good music. Sadly, we don't know a lot of the music right now. The problem is they're like overtaken with like AI, and so people are like trying to claim how AI music is like so good, and I have to be like aware that like no, they're not. I was listening to a car. I was in a car driving back from an event, and we were listening to some songs, and me and the person who I was like helping that day, we were just talking, listening to some songs, and I was on the topic of like, this song sounds like weird. Maybe I just never heard the genre. It's supposed to be like reggae, sunny music or whatever. And so my mind was like, okay, we were on the topic of AI in general, and so we were just like, yeah, we're never gonna like care about it. And so that music was playing, and so the music was just like an hour, 2 hour drive of like that type of style. And there was one song that I liked that made me like, this is kind of good. I didn't know what the name of it because it looked, I wasn't able to pin it. And so I brought up my phone and I was able to, where's the body? There it is. I was able to like listen to the song for a tad bit and was like, okay, weird. There's no description of the title. Huh, okay. And so I looked at the little description because sometimes we'll have it. And I thought, okay, that also doesn't have a description. Then again, a lot of songs when it comes to like playlisting things, they won't have the descriptions in their actual thing. They'll have it like in a corner in the main video. like in like a corner section. And so I was like, okay, it's probably just that. And so I asked my who I was helping, I'll just like, hey, by the way, do you know the name of this song, if anything? And she was like, oh, I don't know. I just pulled up like the song immediately on my like playlist, and I was just like listening to it. I was like, okay, cool. I just didn't know the name of it, of the person there. It's like, oh, no worries, all right. And so whilst listening and like hearing the thing, and I put like two to two together immediately, and I was like, oh no, this is an AI generated music of reggae. Because I realized there was like a guitar was supposed to be there, but it played differently. Like I don't know how guitar works in like this situation, but it weirdly played like some weird tunage or something. I don't know how to like describe the styling of it, but it was weird. And so we were like, I was just like, okay, that is 100% detuning in a sense. It wasn't detuned. It was more so like a weird, like a strung or whatever. I don't know. But it was like a tempo. It was like a good smooth tempo, and immediately was just like, oh, it just like dipped immediately. I was like, okay, that's not the song. In fact, that is not the song at all. Yeah, and so we were like, we swapped to some music. We swapped it. I told her immediately like, this is 100% AI stuff, and I think you listen to AI music. It's like, oh no, that's terrible. Like yeah, and so we got rid of it like off her playlist and everything. Where is Face? And so we swapped immediately to some reggae, or not reggae, some, what was it, we put on some hip-hop slash R&B, because I was like, he was mid also talking about that as well. And also I was just like, okay, let's just put on some R&B. So I just found like the nearest playlist song that had it, and I was just like, so yeah, it is dangerous. The AI stuff in music is like too dangerous, because you will never know what will be considered like an AI song, and or what will be considered just a mistake, or the real deal. Okay, so the hair. I was into bossa nova. Ooh, I love bossa nova. Oh my god. I used to listen to bossa nova um when I used to do like studies in community college, and then it was like my a slight gateway to discovering what lo-fi music was. It's such a good song genre. I 10 out of 10 love it. It's super comforting. It's the equivalent of like going to like a cafe shop and immediately if anything, if I consider as a bossa nova artist. I don't know. Maybe. I don't think there's some rules and elements to what considers bossa nova, but I don't think people care enough about it. But I know the artist you're talking about at the very least. If you think it fits with the style and like the theming that has occurred, and you know what bossa nova is, then yeah, it should fit then how it like describes. Okay, I think that should be okay. Once Luffy Photoshop as Luffy from One Piece. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's funny. That's silly though. That's funny. You guys find fun about it. It sounds funny. I'm visualizing it right now in my head. Okay, so I think, is that all the things? Nope, the bow tie is the last thing. There we go, there we go, there we go. No, we already listened to the song. Give me a different song. No, 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 no. Give me a different song. Give me a different song. Yeah, now listen to On Feet from Time to Time. Pink Panthers, Low Key is nice. Ooh. Ooh, those are some good song genres, actually. Honestly, they were a bop. The underground artists are, I think, the better artists in this. Well, not all underground artists. Some underground artists are like really good when it comes to their crafts and skills that I think are a tad better than like the today's uh like corporate songs and things like that. Oh wait, I think I goofed up somewhere. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Where's the bow tie? There we go. Where's the overalls? Get rid of you. If I had like the musical talents to like make a song, I would. I used to almost. We used to have like a Saturday, or no, not Saturday. In my old Boys and Girls Club, I used to be able to we had like a music professor, well, not a music professor, but a music guy who was like helping with the kids at the time. His name I think was Mr. B, and so we loved him a lot. All the kids liked him. He was super cool, and we liked him and appreciate him. And so we had like when we used to use Flip Studio to create our some songs and everything, and create like musical stuff and everything like that. It was my first taste of like musical making in the sense, but not enough for me to like today now be like, okay, I want to be a musical gifted genius. I give props to people who can not only sing and like make their own music, but they're able to like do both and make their own song genres and things to like just to their own accord. Like I give them like that's like a power move I wish I could achieve. Like if like an artist learning to not only animate and like storyboard and do their entire work, I envy those who can somehow write, produce, and sing their own like song. Like that's such a cool. And technically anyone can as long as you have like this, you know what you're doing and like the music theories and things like that. So that's like a big like I give you congratulations because you gotta make like music on on the fly and figure out like the beats and everything, and then the skills to make it and everything. Oops, I got rid of that. Yeah, really beautiful music on the channels. I hear some of the beautiful music on channels that are like uncapable. I'm finding like a genre of music that it's like I don't know their name of it, but it's from like one artist who like I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's like Arcade Arc Arcade something. I don't know. It's in the sea of my 1,000 things. I follow him on like Insta, TikTok, and he has like a genre of songs that look. I feel like they're like underground of like Toonami bumpers or whatever. They give off that feeling of like bumpers that you would hear from like a Toonami or like early Cartoon Network or Adult Swim. That whatever comes to first. That's not. It is nice. I don't know if I want to play it, but I just don't know if it's like it's playable on here because yeah. Uh, Let's see. Is this new? New? Is this called gloves? Yes, they are. I gotta check out sure. Oh, I'm pretty sure TikTok's like the one good place where I somehow am able to snag like 1,000 different audios. I'm like, yes, this is going to my library. This is going to my song library that I'm gonna listen to immediately. Oops. Oops. Wait, are those socks? No, they're like a type of, I don't have the reference, but they're like a type of like, they're not like leggings, but they're like some sort of, they're like a weird type of stocking type sense. Well, they're not exactly like socks, but they are, but they're not, they're like a socks leg warmers combo type situation. I just don't know their exact naming of it. Okay, what comes first? Gloves or socks? Neither. The bow tie comes first. Those are dead last, if anything else. Okay, so now we get rid of dish. Alright, now we gotta get some coloring palettes out the way. Okay, I had my brush for palettes, and I don't know if it's still here, so we're gonna go on like a little... We're gonna go on a little detour. I thought I had my thing, and I think I did it accidentally. Oops. Let's see. Candy color palette. Red. Or not fully on red. I want a palette that screams sweet stuff. Give me sweets. Bright candy color palette. Okay, I just realized that just gave me like the coloring palette for like Roy G. Biv. That doesn't really help my case. Never mind. Okay, now that was just feeding into the thing that I just craving for. Alright. Alright, okay, I think I see this. Might be working, maybe. Okay, we're gonna snag this just in case. Yes, hex image. Give me the color in the PNG form. Blue and orange. Actually, we have pink. We're gonna have... I realized the lacking love for orange is surprising me. Okay, we'll just stick with this coloring palette. Oh wait, I forgot one more thing. I got Mike's and Ike's up in here. Mike and Ike's Red Rages. There we go. We gotta get the best one of them all in here as well. We gotta get the best flavor. Okay, now which one has like all of the boxes? Back side. Whether be too unpredictable sometimes. Yeah, that's the struggle with weathering. Well, sometimes there's a pattern, but where I live and currently what's happening right now, the weather is just really unpredictable to the point where it's just like no one knows what's happening. And that sucks because a lot of people, I think, are now getting sick because of the weather, the drastic changing. People get normally sick and it's just gradual. This is like the equivalent of like, hey, you was cold 1 minute, now it's go hot 1 minute, now it goes cold another minute, now it's gonna go hot another minute. Like there's no like steam line of like smoothness to take from. It's just like one extreme to another. Like my gosh. Oh my god, it's just converting now at this point. Well, whatever. Until that gets converted, I'm just gonna import the actual thing I got downloaded. Oh shoot, I forgot a donut. Donut. Nope, that's not what I meant. Donut. Glaze. The best kind. Well, no, not the best kind. It's one of the best. I'm more of a jelly fills type of person. Jimmy Christmas Christ. Oh my god. How many things do I have to be freaking... Bruh, does everything have to be... What happened with PNG? Just make it a PNG. Oh my god. Okay, well until then occurs, we're gonna have to just do other stuff. What does the donut say when you try to intervene in your doings? Donut interrupt me. Oh, that's funny. I like that. I love that joke a lot. That's we need more jokes and things. People I think lost their whimsy. When it comes to like the ancient art of dad puns and dad punnery, we're slowly losing it. Oh shoot, it's not. There he goes. Okay, I need a subtler. I mean, oh wait, I'm gonna love dad puns. I thrive off those suckers. If I die, it's because of dad. If there are no dad puns, it's because I'm gone. God damn it! And those suckers are never gonna leave. Oop, nope, they are. Oh, now they download perfectly. Okay. I don't know why it was taking them so long. Probably because it was too big for some reason. Or, hold on. I think it didn't get the... Okay, yeah, I did get it. I think it somehow like got like a different form of it, so we're gonna have to like use a different way. Choose a file? Yes. Yes, this image. Convert now, please. You know, that converts at least we... Oh, no, that was quick. There we go. Now we have that color palette from the best candy version of Mike's and Ike's ever. There we go. There we have to go. Where's my actual version of me so I can like quickly skin-wise grab that down? Then just go all the way. And make it like a tad brighter in terms of I don't want to make it I don't want to make them exact. Okay, let's see Neo. We're gonna get all the base colors out the way first, and then we're gonna just up it slightly. Oop. Oops. Okay, now we're going to well, I gotta place these strategically because I've realized these are all kind of a similar red adjacent, I've realized. So we're gonna try like see if we can like strategically place them without them all overlapping each other. One, two, three, four, five. That's all five flavors. Okay, so gummy and more. Oh no, these are Mike's and Ike's. They're supposed to be off of Mike's and Ike's. In terms of candy style. That's the one thing my hair will be. It's just made of Mike's and Ike's. The best, the delicious candy. Better than jelly beans. Fight me. Actually, don't. I don't want to fight you. But still, it's like a better version of jelly beans. Loki thought those were sausages. Oh, I mean, yeah, to be fair, they do look like meat bits, because they're like cylinder. Mike's and Ike's are just like they're like hot tamales. If you had a hot tamale before, then you kind of know what you're dealing with in terms of style-wise and candy and all that. I'm gonna make you tongue be a pinky. And then there we go, and there we go, and there we go. It's slowly-ish coming-ish together. We're just gonna try and like make sure to stay the colors, at least color theme wise. Do lollipops have those rainbow swirls? Oh yeah, there's some that still have like the swirly thing in effect. Some of them do have like that swirling effect. If you just go to like any local store, they'll have it 100%. Yeah, there's like a specific there's like candy that are always like ingrained within my memory that I remember always seeing but never having. One of them are like the candies that have like bugs inside them. So they'll have a cockroach, not cockroach. They'll have an ant, a scorpion, and another item. And then you have like uh they have like what else kind is it they have that I remember seeing a lot. There's like a specific one that had like the giant guy with like the blue background and everything. He's so oddly specific. That cockroach on the left. It's not cockroach. It's other bugs, not cockroaches per se. They have other bugs. I mean, I know other cultures they do eat them, but yeah, they're not that. Never had one before, but yeah, they're all small if anything, so you're not worrying about anything. I I just realized that there's like a section here that has apparently not been touched. There's no cockroaches. That was a misunderstanding. I know people in the world have it, but the ones in my store, they just have ants. They have like some creatures inside, and it's just ants and like what was inside? There might be. I mean, probably there probably does. They probably do. If anything, I just don't. I never eaten bugs. The only bug thing I've had was the like escargot, and that was it. Will I eat more bugs? Maybe. Honestly, they're not bad. If anything, you just gotta make them look delicious enough for me to be like, yes, I will pay enough money for me to eat that. If anything, there are a sense of protein. If anything, when you really think about it, you could technically eat some. It's just how you prepare and cook them makes them super tasty and delicious. That's for real, Gym Bros. No. I don't think Gym Bros will be able to handle it. They'll want to have to retain their image of being manly. They won't eat bugs. I mean, if anything, they'll drink down like raw eggs, and I don't think that's like good enough in terms of like salmonella and like other poisonous stuff. Unless it's those eggs that are like fresh from like you don't have to refrigerate type of eggs, then yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do a base color layer. Oop, I don't want to do all of them. The song has a similar something to it. Oh, really? You know where like you remember hearing it from? It's just mumbles. Oh yeah. Oh well. Hopefully it comes back to you at some point. The song, if you're curious, it's called what is it called? Hold on. Let me actually copy and paste the link just in case. Because you're probably not gonna get it. So it's copy. Let me post it in. If you want to listen to it, that's the song's or link to the song. You're welcome. The thing is, there's a lot of the songs that does incorporate like a ton of 80s like early funk type music, if anything else. So, oop, okay, so that's place here too. So this is just for.
Tuck in those glutes.
Okay, I might just go a little. What if I just convert this to white real quick? See, does there have like an actual effect on here or something that can like fit it? Screen? I forgot why it's like hard to like do some sort of situation because it's like already a bright ass color. Closest thing is just like a slight fade at best, just to make it like work. Did Delta and stuff for ooh, nice. What Delta and stuff did you do? Did you like anything from chapter one? From one oh, the recent one. Sticking on me. I think it's been sticking on everyone. I like it's a fun game. I saw like a couple times for some reason Deltarune Chapter 5 like teasing. In my mind was like, I thought it's releasing until like later in the fall. Why are we releasing a teaser of it announcing now? It's not even gonna. That's too soon. I don't think that's gonna come out. April Fools. Oh yeah, there's people. April Fools gonna have so many of those. I mean, with anything with the AI stuff now, if anything, they're gonna try and make like leaks worse. No, I'm not excited for that. April Fools is one of those holidays where I like it in theory, but I just don't like it in practice because people will, be hurtful. Playing low key. Oh, if I bet, or any of the just April Fools is like the one time the holiday where people are like, all right, I'm gonna. Jokes are funny when you know the person and you're like, okay, that's good show. I like it when a joke's not funny. I remember one time oh wait, I can try and make like a little thingy here, I guess. I remember one time I was it was a Saturday, or I didn't know it was a Saturday, but my mom woke me up and she was like, okay, we gotta wake up, wait for school. I was like, school? What? And at the time, I'm a very serious kid. So she woke me up and we got dressed and everything. And so we walked out like to school. And so my mom dropped me off. And so I was like, I said, okay, bye. And I walked away. And immediately, she was still there. I was like, the gate's not open. And I was like kind of upset. I thought I was like late to school. And so my mom was like, Mom, the gate's not open. What do I do? I'm scared. I don't know what happened. And she looked at me and was like, kid, it's not, you don't have schools. It's April Fool's. I was like, what? It's like, it's a Saturday. You didn't realize? Like, no. And I was like, the thing is, I told my mom the same thing prank, and she was like, I do not remember pulling that same joke on you. I was like, you liar. You know you did. He's like, yeah, I just don't remember ever doing that to you. I'm so sorry. I was like, you know exactly. You got me up on a Saturday. You got me up on a Saturday wanting to I was carrying out my learning and everything. It sucked. Also, oh, Casual Cat, hi. Sorry, I was in the middle of my April Fool and ranting spiel. How are you? That's it is a classic prank. I mean, I get it now. It's like a good prank and joke, but still, young me was like kind of upset. I was like, how dare my mom betray me trust wise? Like I was supposed to be a good studious person, and now made me think that I wasn't good enough. Oh, I'm good. Uh, First working day on the job, so learning the whole elements. Other than that, kind of sick. Uh, really chillax if anything. Yeah, everyone. But thankfully, I'm gonna have like a couple breaks, so I'm gonna fully on rest R&R if anything. Oh, I'm texting my mom. I almost I gotta text her real quick. Hold on, she sent me something. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're gonna add some white. This is a very spot-centric outfit, I've come to realize. There's a lot of spot elements to this. Jiminy Christ. There's so much spots in here. My lord. I mean, I love it. Who doesn't like spots? Spots are sick. Call me the cruel devil, because I think spots are pretty hot and super rocks. Or what was an episode? Look, wasn't there an episode on Wow Wow Wubsy where they were like a bunch of people going to like some sort of Spotsville and they were, or no, a Plaidville, and they were like, man, look at all this plaid food and plaid birds and plaid water and plaid tools and books and plaid everything. And then like the letter half was just like, hey, you want to go Spotsville? We got like a bunch of spotted trees, spotted dogs, spotted sandwiches and pies. It's all spots around here. Because the realized amount of spots just somehow just brought me to Hello Whoopsie for some odd reason. I don't know why. And I love that show. Wow Whoopsie is like a goat show. It's my favorite in terms of show style wise. Oh, wait, how do I make it look shiny? Because I know there's shiny candies. I had somebody calling them it sucks on TikTok, which kind of hurts. No, oh, that's terrible. One thing you look, if you're gonna, the artist world is cruel and people will be the negativity. The only thing is just ignore them. Just ignore them. Because that means they're afraid, because at least you put more effort into arting than whatever they could do. So just ignore the people and the haters. Okay, we're gonna try and yeah, do it for fun. If you want to learn to and just do it for fun. People are so there's some person who's just going out the way like making fun of people's art basing on a scale. Like you have your own fun and do what you want to do. Don't listen to what others have to say. Okay, what if I just make this like the color white? Just make it a 33%. Okay, no, that's probably not gonna work. That looks not good. I might as well do the ladder and just... Okay, now we're gonna add some sprinkles. Some sprinkles. Oh my gosh, I hope you're okay with your ankle. Hope you're all right. Make sure you put some ice on it and make sure it's like off the ground and like proper like resting. I wonder if there exists some sort of sprinkle brush. I don't think they have that. What are the chances? Oh, they do, but are they the ones that I want? And by that, by free or not? No, there is. Yes, they do have it. Thank you, free brushes. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, artists are here to support. If there's an artist trying to tear down, that's not a true artist. We have like the industry's back of everything. If they're gonna try and tear your skills down, then you have more skill than them. I bet they can't even draw. Excuse me. Okay, so brie. Okay, so now sprinkles. So how the heck was this gonna work? Ooh, that's cool. Actually, hold on. I want to make it specifically on this layer. Nope. Let's test the sprinkles out on this one. Why are they so big? I want them smaller. Oh, it's the bigger they get, the smaller. Ah. Or not. Hold on. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted. With some powdered sugar on top. To have like a smooth, some sort of powdery type of brush I could put on top of or something, or no? Is this the closest? Oh, no, that is the closest to something powdery. Oh yeah, this is making me hungry. I almost want to eat my finish my donut. I might possibly do that. I might possibly do that, honestly. I think someone's at my door. Hold on. I'm gonna check with my door real quick. I think my brother's here. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, BRB. Yeah, he wasn't here. I think I just heard like some random ass noises. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That was something. Thought I jump scared you accidentally. I don't have bugs empathy. Oh my god, there was like a swarm of gnats outside of my every time I walk out. It's like a swarm of them that just like appeared out of nowhere. And I was just like, what happened? Where did it come from? Like they were just like a randomness of like gnats just flowing around. Okay, so now make you slight darker. Yeah, the only thing I don't when it comes to summer is that you have to deal with the bug weather. That's the one thing I just do not like. And I think like a lot of people don't like. I can tolerate it. I don't care enough. Oh, wait, right, that goes the other layer. Oopsies. I'm just gonna get rid of accessories, this one. And then we'll just find the original, and then we'll just Oh, agile? Okay. Oh, let's go to the BRB. Let us know when you're free from the jail of ads. Alright, everyone during this time, take y'all break and everything. Out. Ironically, when I was walking, I took like a swig of like my water and like a quick stretch before I like came back. But thank you, yo. I'm doing. I'm not gonna do it again. I've already done it. I like legit do it while I was like mid walking. Are you back from the? You're back from ads? Okay. Welcome back from ads. Hope the ads treat you kind and well and everything. We're working on a game. Good luck on the game making. Where is the darn face? Okay, I think it should be good for color thing wise. Actually, wait, I gotta mix this like a slightly darker. So we're gonna make you a tight darker. Oh, music stops. Give me a minute. Honestly, this is like all the entirety of the stream is. I had like no plan, if anything. I miss just drawing, so I was gonna do either more OC, but I was gonna wait until at least I get this because yeah, I'm gonna change these colors real quick to become a slightly darker version. Okay, so I think it should be good now. The only thing is the shading, and that's the problem that has always happened in Beck, because no matter what, the shading always has some problem when it comes to like layering everything. What happens if I... Oh, it doesn't do anything? Oh, okay, I think we're good. All right. There we go. Nope, we gotta change the coloring to be a darker version of whatever this is that's not technically a black. Also, you're back. Welcome back. Nope, doesn't need to do that. Where is face again? There it is. Okay, so now we're gonna do where on the top? Oh, that was you saying BRB? Oh, okay, that kind of caught me confused too, Madre, because you, yeah, I made the ad for like those were the Agile, so I thought you had Agile, but then I realized that you was just gifted like yesterday. So it was gonna be really hard and confused to for you to have, or not yesterday, like a day before. So like, I was like, how'd you get an Agile, if anything? Like, wait a second. It's yesterday. No, no, no. I meant to say the day before. Before. So not yesterday. It's Saturday, I think. You prove your color? No. The color game? Nice. You go in color. See, color theory is easy to learn. It's basic. You just gotta learn it, or not learn it. You understand it once you like understand the different patterns and what goes and what not goes. Gosu. Oh, good luck with anatomy. It's not hard when you like understand. It's just learning about it's just all about rectangles and triangles, if anything. If you know shape theory when it comes to making it, then you'll understand it. It's just shapes. Like just you understand the basicness of the triangles, squares, and circles because you'll be using a lot of rectangles and triangles and anything else. Are we really good at drawing? See, nice. It's all about the improvement. You just gotta learn the improvement skills, and that's how you become a better artist. And bad at shape. It's easy. Shape, 90% when it comes to like character bodies and everything involves from shapes. All right, I'm gonna give you like a mini lesson tutorial. So get your notebooks and pencils. So shapes have three languages when it comes to character design. You have your circles, you have your squares, and then you have your rectangles. And every Disney film and Pixar film benefits them suckers to heck and back, as well as every cartoon series you've ever watched benefits those to heck and back. Because shapes carry a language that understands the body and the type of the person they are. So your circles are your easiest to come by. Circles represent those. If you have a character made of circles, the characters who are the most friendly, the characters who are the most childish, safest, softest shapes. They're more prone to like main characters at the very least. So, i.e., if you watch any shows, like let's say like Steven Universe, Steven has like more circles comprising his entire. Same thing with Amethyst as well, and same thing with like let's say Gravity Falls, Dipper and Mabel have that style as well. All right, and then you have trying rectangles. Rectangles or squares, I guess. Those are the shapes that represent like the sturdiest. They're the more hardness of shapes. They're the more refined of anything. They're stable. They're tough. So if you see a character portraying with like more squares than anything else, you can give them that character like the squares. You can tell that they are a tough type of individual. And then finally, you have triangles. Now, note, triangles have a different way to show. Triangles in media in the past have always been depicted to represent bad guys and antagonistical characters. So hence why in early Disney movies, you can see characters who more have like angles in presenting themselves are more represented in the triangle feature. Look at Scar. Even though he's technically not like a human, if you look at his like anatomy, you can tell how more triangle composite he is with how angular his body is. Or Maleficent, that's like a better example because that's like the closest earliness. And you might think, are they all bad guys? No. Triangles are meant to represent the activity and the speedness. They're more action-packed types of shapes. So they're more, let's say, energetic than anything else. Not saying not all shapes are energetic, but they're the more represented in that field. So, i.e., example, Sonic. Sonic is more comprised of a triangle, hence his quills, since that's like the biggest defining feature. Or Dash from Incredibles, that also counts. So they're not bad guys. They have shapes that primarily more focus on like the speeding aspects. And sometimes reversing a triangle can like also help into effect. The upward, if you're making a triangle have like a downward type of way, it kind of think of Gru from Mega Despicable Me. Gru has the more of the triangle aspect in his design because technically he is a antagonistical character and he is a bad guy, so of course he'll have more triangles in his features than anything else. However, he has more of a softer side with his head. That's the one thing stopping, considering he is having a soft spot. And when you look at his childhood in the Gru movies, it kind of still shows in that way. And you might think, okay, do I have to do the shapes primarily for that? No, in fact, you can use them to mix them up. So you can't have like a character who technically is a circle-based character to play some sort of antagonistic role. So they can have like the outerior be a way to describe that they are friendly, but they can be kind of evil in the way. Or having a certain expectation of like subverting expectation. A big guy can be soft. Like they can be like in a way. It's also about the lining as well. So if you have the thicker the line, the sharper the character, the more active and or dangerous they are. The smoother the line and softer and thinner the line, the more of the character is more prone to be more of a helpful type beat than anything else. And you can combine shapes as well with the lining to make it work. So, for example, when it comes to SpongeBob, technically SpongeBob is obviously based around a square, so he is a cube at best. So he's more cube at first, but also he has more circles in his lining, and so are more rounder edges, like a sponge. And so by that proxy, it kind of shows in a way that he is a stable person, but he is more of a friendlier side of a character. Hence the rounder features on like the edges, his eyes, his like features, like his mouth and smiles and things like that. He's mainly a square, but he has more rounder features that made him kind of subvert that expectation, if anything. Oops. I thought I keep pressing. Nope. Yeah, and it helps a lot. So as long as you know the functioning of like, and it helps with drawing like IR people. If you understand the person's like shape and know how they portray themselves, then it'll be easy to understand like shape language as like a whole, if anything. So that's just a tip. So just look at like a person and this is not an exercise homework to do, so don't do this. But if you want to learn like anatomy better, look at a random person. Like just if you're walking or like you're at like a cafe or something, look at a random person. Figure out what shapes dominate the most when it comes to the character, because that's where like caricatures come from. Like what dominates the most? Do the person give off like a square? Are they more sturdy? Are they more friendly, childlike, an actual kid type with circles? Or are they lean? Are they mean? Are they active? Are they like triangle based. Like it helps you to understand because shape languages is in everything and people. And that's your daily lesson of the day that I from a non-teacher. So I'm not a teacher. If anything, get a professional teacher to understand this. I'm just going off from what I've like hyperfixation and a lot of YouTube gotten me. If anything else. Honestly, that's how I literally draw like some characters. When I used to do, well, yeah, when I used to do like VTuber fan art, I always try the best to like figure out what character or what shape dominance kind of covers them the most. Because yeah, they all have like a similar style and things, but when you watch their stuff and you like look at their personalities and look at their models, it's kind of easy to know like what dominates the most as like a shapeful feature than anything else when you like think about it. But yeah. Thanks again. You're welcome. You're welcome. I hope whatever my ramble, I hope you got whatever the heck I was just rambling out because I think I blacked out for like a split and I don't even remember like what the heck I was speaking of. I don't know if I made any coherent sense in the slightest. Something's like, oh, it is? Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. I hope I was able to convey that in a way. If you somehow got that, then that's more kudos to you. Okay, let's see if this works shade-wise, because I don't know if this looks proper or not. Let's get rid of that point, and then duplicate, and then oh, I don't think that was the right way to do it. Hold on. It was tonal or I think it was this. Yeah, I think it was yeah. -15 and -15. And then it goes on the top and then that just becomes you shades and do it in a different layer in the flow opacity which perhaps oh yeah. Well, depending on the art program tools, the lower the opacity it helps with the shading, but also use the different like settings like multiply or darken will be your lifesaver or screen. Depending for it, it will help like a lot. I'm just gonna erase this because this looks weird. There we go. There we go. think your shading looks so good. Honestly, the shade, I think I've improved a lot with my shadings. I used a lot of if you're wondering what I used the colors that are more darker in terms of anything that's in a, oh wait, you can't see it. It's the way it's positioned. It's in the way, it's like I use darker grays, whatever color is like adjacent, but like a muted version of that in terms of like shading it. It helps a lot instead of just going all black or all, yeah, I never use an all black shading like I used to before. Yep, that's not it. Okay, so I think we're good on that departure. I think we gotta get the eye situated because I think that's the problem. You gotta get the eyes all fixed up. Hey, Fix! What's poppin'? Good time zones to you. How are yous? We're just doing some artin', by the way. We're almost at the last end stretch going of it. No, but this is what we have like so far. It's a candy. It's a candy me, essentially. So yeah, because I'm really craving some sweet stuff. Nope, that's not it. So we're gonna repurpose this layer. Nope, we need to put it on the bottom. I'm just gonna make this white so I don't have to worry about. Is the hair Lucas? Oh no. It's based off of Mike and Ike's. The red, specifically Red Rages. So where is it? Where is it? Yeah. Oh, I think it's the front. It's based off of these. They're based off of Mike and Ike's. Yeah, I can't handle spicy type candies. If anything, so I just based them off like my love for Mike and Ike's. You'd be surprised on how they kind of look similar to like hot tamales. Now that I'm looking at it, but it works. Look like pill. Well, weren't pills normally like that color at some point? I feel weren't they like that like red pill or something like that when it comes to like early medicine. Okay, convert to drawing color. There you go. We're gonna just filter, blur. Oh my god, I love, right? It's my, what's your favorite? I have like a ton. Also, hi GB! Hey, how's it going? Welcome to our chillaxin art streaming at the moment. Let's see. Oh wait, where's my filter? Blur. Okay, so gauze birds, blur, so there we go. Is there a way to convert this to like a pinkage at best? Elven track meeting. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, we had a night. That sounds sick. Man, track is, I used to do track. It was just to be with my dad, but I realized track was not for me, if anything. Oh, the default box cherry flavor is my favorite. Ooh, a classic. I love the default's also good. That is a good choice. I used to be a collector of Mike and Ike's when I was young because I want to try and get every single box that I was able to grab and like build a collection off of like how many varieties of it. Sadly, I wasn't able to get them all, but yeah. Wi-Fi sucks. So if I disappear in a car. Oh, no worries. At least we're here. We're glad you're here in the presence of us. In the presence, I hope you're well, and I hope the track meeting went also well and swell. Okay, so now that we got these situated, now let's gonna put them in here. Or actually, we can't do that because apparently they're not gonna be compatible. Okay, so now we're gonna now do this. We're gonna now get another. Let's get a color palette for candy back again once more. I want a new one. Like try Jolly Ranchers and try buying them. Oh, Jolly Ranchers are really good. Ooh. Ooh, Jolly Ranchers are good. It depends. I don't like there's people who will like crunch into Jolly Ranchers. I'm the person who will like just like I don't know how do I word this? I would just like suck like the topping of everything and like wait till like waters down enough until I can like chew on it. There's people who are able to like just crunch into it. Like my nana, she loves Jolly Ranchers and like now laters, and so whenever whenever I buy some for her, she'll somehow like crunch them down. I'm just like, how is that possible? They're like hard candy. Like I wouldn't let it dissolve in my mouth or anything else. It's like better, and I don't want to hurt my tongue. And yet she was able to like just. I'm just like, what the? Unless it's like the chewy version of the now and laters, and then that's like a different story. That's like a different entire story. Ooh, let's save this one. This looks like nice. Okay, we might have to do a voting on possibility the different style of the hex colors. There's like two I do really like. Okay, we have two color palettes, chat. I don't know which one I want to use background wise. What do you want to use? We have this one with like the coloring, and then we have this one that's like a lighter, brighter version of it. Which one do you want to use? Number 1 or number 2? Which one speaks to your mind? If anything, chat. And no, this is the color. You know, this is the color theory for you guys. All right, everyone. Now you gotta get your. Oh wait, gotta get rid of the background. Hold on, that's too much color. All right, everyone, get your thinking caps. What color do you think would correspond? This is number 1, and this is number 2. What do you think? What color do you think is gonna correspond and match with the background in its stead? Excuse me. Oh, near the music. Music play. Oh, there it is. Green. That is not what we have in backgrounds. We have this one and this one, and neither of them have green. Green. They're not. You want a green coloring palette? Let me see if they're. I don't. It's like I gave you like 2 choices to like give you. And all right, let me see if there's like a green one. All right, green apples. They're like a version. Okay. Oh wait, there is. Okay. There's another. I'll hold on. Let me bring this in. I meant the green and red one. Green and red one. Hold on. Wait, green and red one? There's no green and red one. I don't have a green and red one. add gel. Hold on, let me post this on real quick, and then let me just post this. I'm holding on. Give me a minute. So the light blue green. It's not a green. It's a light blue. Yeah, that's a light blue. It's like a super light blue. Okay, the ad should be done. Okay, you're back? Welcome back. Alright, let's go. Also, we have a new art challenger that came in. So, context. This is like a pink. This is like a lighter blue. This is like a lighter blue, but a slightly darker. This is like another pink, and this is pink. So, there's no green. Unless the screen makes it look green, it's not green. And then this is the second one that we have. Pull? How do you pull? Actually, wait, there's a third one I had to show quickly. This is the third one I saw. When you mentioned red and green, I was like, I don't have red and green, but I found a red and green version, which is just a watermelon type flavor. The green makes it look green. I don't have a green. That's the thing I'm trying to like figure out. Like, there's no green. The thing is, this is just a lighter, like these are blue. They're both in like the blue spectrum at best. In fact, let me check. This is like in the blue. It's like the blue or, oh, it's like in the blue teal section. It's more closer to the blue. If anything. But I think I understand and see why you think so. The screen makes it, yeah, no, I think I see why you think so, because I already have like a blue background in here in the overlay, so it kind of like makes it, and it's like in the teal category, so you know how that is. That's like, it's like a trying to figure out like what color it is. You don't know what it is, but it's just, is it mint? I don't know. But this is the third one I came. Can I pull? How does one pull? I mean, is it slash pull or something? Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Oh, I do have one. Okay. So do I just pull? No, do I? How do I? Oh, okay. Ooh, fancy. Okay, so what color? So all right, we're gonna make a poll quickly. So give me a minute. So this is color one. Color one. This is color two. Color two. And the third one is what came out in the gate color 3, but I don't think no one's gonna vote for color 3. Duration? Let's do a minute. That's like a good enough time. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I never done a polling before, so this is like very new. So you have a minute to vote. What color? Reminder, this is color number 3. This is color number 2. And this is color number 1. So make sure you understand what, at the very least, an awareness. It should be showing on like the screen if anything, so I can't see on my end on what it's showing, so I don't know if it's like going through or not, so I don't know. Oh, you voted? Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to like see the polling part on my end, so I'm just like, I'll just wait until it's like kind of completed to see the final results if anything else, so I don't know. Okay, it should end. Alright, so color 3 wins. So color 3, alright, so that one's the winner. So the color 3 is the watermelon adjacent one. Alright, cool. Yeah, 3 it is. So, and now, I guess now I know how to do polls. So that's the poll. So I guess whenever we do polling and such in the future, depending on what the heck it is, we'll use that. But yeah, thank you for your contribution. So let's do this now. Let's try and make this look pretty. You gotta polls into question. I don't know how to do polls and stuff. That was my first time trying to figure it out. If anything else, so I'm like, okay. All right, so we're just gonna. Okay, so I need a special type of an effect on here. Do I have the possibility? No. Ooh. Ooh, this makes like dotted lines, circles way easier. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, no, wrong layer. Oh, I keep putting on the wrong layer. Oh my gosh. Pull. No, I said I got it. No, I got it immediately. How long have you been drawing for? Like 3 hours. So the minute I started stream, I immediately got like to it. This is not what I wanted. I think it's the background's being weird for me. It's all blurry. I don't want blur. How do I get rid of blur? I don't want the blurriness of the line, please. But I've been drawing for like for 3 hours, if anything. So yeah. Oh, like my lifetime? Ever since I knew what a pencil and a paper was. If anything. Yeah. So kindergarten, I guess that's a better description. But yeah. Okay, that's not what I had in mind for this, but ooh, wait, that makes it better. Hold on. Zones 4. Ooh, noise. Where is the... Oop, I lost my brush. Okay, so there we go. There we go. That looks kind of fancy. That looks fancy. What am I gonna use? I want to use... What does this do? Oh, ooh, fancy. Ooh, I like this. Me like this a lot. I like this a lot. Ooh, it's an awesome... Yeah, right? I love the color choices. This is really nice. Let me just like... See, we chat made a good decision. Well, no, yeah, you made a good, cool choice. You made a cool color to happen, and lo and behold, it's now here. And my god, it looks super cool. Now, I don't know if they have it, but it'd be crazy if they had like some sort of candy-ish type brush. I don't believe it. I don't think they'll have it. I think that might be something I have to like pay money for real for, but I don't think so. I'm gonna check just in case. Oh my god, there is! There's like an actual candy brush for like a specific type. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. There's like ooh, they have like egg candy. They have candy version 1, 2, 3, and the plops. God, I love owning free brushes sometimes. It pays so much better than actually paying for it. Like, imagine paying for stuff. You could just do it all for free. And the better question is, where would these go in categorized? Because these are not anything of the sorts. They're all brushes and they're all effects, but I don't know where they will be. I thank the community sometimes for making free stuff sometimes. It makes me easy enough to not spend money on something that I don't need. We'll put them in background since technically they're like physical stuff. Ooh, so much variety. Ooh, I have now an actual idea what we can try and do. Okay, so we're gonna incorporate all in the brushes. All. I'm planning to do an art stream myself. Ooh, nice. Good luck with the art stream. I know I was like struggling the frick about with it. But you'll have fun. As long as you understand what to do, you'll be Gouda. There we go. Whoa! Okay, it came in. Okay, so what the heck do these actual brushes look like? I'm actually curious. Whoa! Oh, they look so cool! Oh, that's so awesome! And it sucks that they're not like colored in type. That would've been really. Wait, can I like. Can we convert to drawing color? Okay, well. They're so highly detailed candies. Like, look at this. Like, there's such a highly detailed candy, if anything. Like, it's really. That looks really good. And this is like a lollipop. Can you like. Hold on, I'm gonna test something. Can you like. Oh, well, you can't. You can kind of almost, if you test it, like line it enough to like color it in though. I don't think you can technically do it, but if they're I feel like you can like manipulate it some way. So like, wait, hold on. So, or no, wait, let's use a different color. Okay, there's a way to color it and manipulate it in a way, but I guess the thing that I was thinking, I thought it was gonna have, it was like the same effects where you can color overlay it wise, it'll like have the outline and the filler color be like the exact same. Which sucks, but then again, it can work, so that'll be just tedious. Let me see if there's like another. Okay, there's like another version of the brush, so I'm gonna download that just in case. And then there's one more I saw, which is just called Candy Brush, but I don't know if that meant like regular candy or not. Oh, okay, no, yeah, that one is the pay. See, so some of them you have to pay. Some of them you have to pay, if anything. Which sucks, but then again, that's the only limiting thing. I could, however, just I can figure out a way to make them all work, so there is a way I can make them work, so it legit requires me to try and like deleting a bunch of stuff. So I'm on the base layer, so let me just get rid of this, and then we'll just start with like something fresh or new. So let's get to the candy. So okay, so that's the we can just take them and just elementally place them wise all over the thingy. So a lollipop goes up top. Oh wait, no. You gotta make sure they're all like different layers just in case. Okay, so I'm making them fuse together. Nope, not transfer. Or actually, yeah, transfer, because we're gonna use this layer like a lot more. And then this one is I have like another version. And then we'll do just another one of these. And then one more smudge that one down, and then we'll get one more, just a regular candy that I could find, possibly. Okay, this one. All right, there we go. And now we have all of them situated. So now we're gonna just color them in. We're gonna use one of the other coloring palettes to like try and manipulate like a color aspect. So let's try and see if we can like, let's first do one thing and just make sure. I'm gonna save this just in case. So I'm gonna file save as. I don't lose like half this work. I'm gonna put you in whips. Technically, you're not done yet. Technically, you almost are done yet, but still. Savey. Here we go. Okay, let's amend it. They called it just egg candy. I don't know what they meant to describe, but it just, I guess, looks like egg in a sense to them. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna use one of the brushes to create a loser thing. So we're gonna turn stabilization off. And then we're gonna just use a little bit of color magic. I'll make this like a green apple flavor. So you have like the green apple, and then like the center point will be somewhere around the center. And then we'll have like the sticks be all gray because that's like the color I see them normally in. Okay, so now we're gonna try and do a little manipulational power. So let's see what effects works. So see dark, no. Multiply, no. A color burn, no. Now that we're at the part where we're just like trying to figure out what affects the most and kind of makes them like fit the theme that I want. Color dodge. No, we already put that. Oh, glow dodge. Overlay. Soft light. Hard light. Difference. Vivid. Linear. Pin light. Pin light's like the closest, honestly. Hold on. Yeah, that works way better. Okay. There we go. We gotta make sure the colors are normal because that's awesome. Yeah, so there's thankfully I was able to figure out because yeah, I knew there was gonna be some problem when it comes to, like the manipulation of like the coloring aspects. At the very least, that was gonna be like a huge problem. Thankfully I was able to like kind of like do this. This probably is a better brush and by that proxy a better method to do it than this. But so far, what if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Okay, so we're gonna try and make this. Oh, nope. There we go. Okay, so now let's get the pinlight. There we go. That looks like a candy. And then now we're gonna just do, I guess, the other effects and stars that I had like in the background with the other layer. Oop. Where is the other stuff? Where da 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 da. Nope, nope. There we go. And then there, and we'll start up there, and then we'll add another star on the bottom, small star on like the top. This place is gonna look like a god darn JoJo freaking bill with all these damn stars everywhere. We will all go behind. And then we'll have another layer for nice. This is where this little guy will come in. Here we go. Like those JoJo's manga covers, okay? True. And they eat up. They eat up. Joe, have you seen like JoJo covers? They eat up. They are serving, and I wish I could have that spine or whatever like back structure they have. Because my God, what are they feeding them? Nope, that's not the layer. There it is. Nope, that's not it. No, that's too thinny. I want it thicker. Oh my God, this is like, who's a JoJo? Everything's a JoJo reference. Even I feel like there's somehow like a reference in terms like a Fox and JoJo's. I don't know beyond in the beyondness of what goes on in like the future mangas, but I feel like there is. There has to be. For where, I have no idea. The stand could be anyone. It could be me. It could be you. It could even be wrong reference. I was just referencing Team 4, but that reference feels like the stand user can be in this very room waiting for the opportunity to strike us down. It could be anyone in this very room. It could be me. It could be you. Okay, I think the last thing we might add, I'm looking right now for like a freaking well, don't worry, it's the guy's obviously the stand user. Look, he's gonna summon the stand right now. Any minute. Oh no, wait, no, that's just blood. There it is. No, it is. Okay, let's see. Let's see what overlay we can find with this. Oh. Do candy overlay gradients exist, or am I being stupid? I remember I was surprisingly into TF2 without me realizing I was into TF2 because I was very into another series um that kind of like cross-reference. MLP was like cross-referencing like TF2 stuff with it. So I kind of got like more my references from that entire spiel of a series because there was a content creator who used to like mix up both of the shows, if anything. And so I was like, oh, okay, I didn't know what this program is. And then because of source filmmakers, I couldn't remember their name. There's a lot of those who incorporate like a bunch of TF2 stuff without me realizing it. It made me realize like, oh, okay. So they're from an actual game with an actual lore, with an actual, you know, thingy, and not, you know, like made up just for the models for the games. Yeah, yeah, they were so good. And now, like, I mean, they are still good. It's so hard to find any of them, actually. Like, SF, like, people, and here's the thing, I love Blender, and I love, like, Maya animations and, like, things and programs like that. It's cool, and it's beautiful, and I understand why people would prefer to, like, you know, steer away from, like, already pre-used assets audios. But there's, like, so much good storytelling you can make just from those. There was one that had, like, it was some sort of TF2 kind of story, analog horror kind of style, that had, like, some of the TF2 characters and had, like, own unique take on the lore and everything. And it was so good. It was so good. Look, it's such amazing stuff. I can't believe I made something like that. Is it the blue in the title? It's blue! Yeah. Game Theory, Film Theory did a cover on it. And I looked at it myself and I realized, like, yeah, it was stupidly long. I was like, I was not gonna be able to watch all of it. But I was able to watch, like, a summary video, and that kind of didn't help enough in my departure, so I was just like, that's not gonna help. But it was fire, though. It was kind of fire. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go soft light. Yeah, we're gonna go soft light on this one. This one's gonna be good. Trust me, I watched the whole day. It's so great. If I had the time, I wish I had the time, but I wasn't gonna be able to do it. But it is really good. Like, if you don't know what we're talking, just go to like the film theories and covering of it. It's such a good story. Terrified me, honestly, and very dark, but still really good. Okay. So I think what else I think I need to affect, because I need something else to make this sucker. Ooh, vintage stuff. We had some vintage. I want to make analog horror, but I'm scared if I ever do that, I'm worried I'll go down the route of like, oh no, it's the obvious like analog horror slop, quote unquote, something that's like, they're just making it and inspired by like the frickin' Walton Files or Baddingtons or I don't know the other ones I'm trying to remember off my top of my head, and they're copying off from it or blah blah blah. I'm sitting here like, well, no, there are some inspo, but I want to focus on like, you know, making it like scary. The only problem is I don't know what makes something a scary, if anything else. Even if you get what I mean. Yeah, it takes because one thing is story. It's a white. You have to write like a good story and like without it being like super like obviously like a copy paste of same elements, because a lot of hold on, I'm looking up like something effect for a lot of analog horror stuff have like the same like story. It's either a pizzeria or a family business that got like corrupted. It's either the equivalent of a like a haunted passing of like a scary spooky game, which are cool and the things like that, or some other third thing that's like kind of the same, or in a forest where it's like some creature entity and you're trying to like figure it out, whatever. If like the newest thing in terms of like analog horror are like TV shows, are kid TV shows are being corrupted by some something something, and so you kind of figure out what demon behemoth is there, and that's it, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. But it's up to the point where we've already got like how many kid things we're gonna have like haunted? Like it's always something like that point. Like a hack. It's like a hack channel, or like the recent in like terms of Hold on, I gotta find my actual like over the thing because it's not working on me. The recent one that I saw that I wasn't able to, I was unfortunately not able to catch, but I did see like a theory videos on it. Was on a channel called Run Sonic. Super good story, really great elements in themes and everything. Like really good, really makes the heart like it kind of makes you like think in a way and how like deep this entire thing is and terrifying. But that's like the closest. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I only saw it in an edit, and by the time I was like, "What is this?" The channel's already like gone. So even if I was to like figure it out, I wasn't quick enough to be like, "Ah, dag nabbit." I wasn't able to grab the story in time, you know. Whoa, my gosh, nothing. Blah. Is there a color burn or a color something or like a screening? There we go. That's my idea. Yeah, I want something to like if you're gonna go the childhood route, what's the one thing that kids are like actually scared of besides like, you know, I want an analog horror that's not technically horror at all. It's just like you just have like a very friendly type of like entity creature and you need to help the entity creature. It's not like a scary thing or anything. It's just more of like the I want the horror to be not like a media front. Like he's just a scary guy and it's just like a scary he looks scary but he isn't scary. He's just like a friendly guy or whatever, and the horror is just devolving around the fact that he's just a creature trying to deal with like people be like differentness or something. I don't know. It's just slowly morph into like a PSA about like accepting yourself and differences and everything. Okay, is that not which one has like the layer? Okay. Okay. Righty. I think we're gonna get my logo on here and then we'll save it. File save. I gotta get me logo. And I have to finish the darn part event thing because oopsies. I realize I gotta get that situated. No, I wasn't trying to save it. I'm gonna open it. I need to open something. Okay, so Siona, and then there's the yeah, and then there's the there we go. As of me. Yeah, that's true. I do watch that. It's a very silly analog horror with like a funny. It started off with just like as a memeing post, and then just devolve into like a story, which I'm like, I like it. I mess with it. It's all right. It's a very interesting story element as a whole, so I kind of like it. The Moon Awakes or whatever it's called. Oop, didn't mean to affect that. Just wanted to mess with this. Honestly, it's a very cool like series. I guess very interesting premise as a whole. Like almost anything. I bet someone can make like an analog horror movie and just make just do it as like an actual movie and just have like the theorists go to town on it and just figure out what is going on. Okay, so all right, let's quickly save this. In the back doing something. Oh yeah, that I did know. Oh yeah. I saw like a teaser trailer already that just like released, and I have to say, I did like how it was pronounced, how it was like shown. However, I love the back room. The back room in the concept is like my favorite type of like not analog horror. It's like a very like subtle like horror. Like it's the fear of being in the unknown in a place where there is nothing known, where you see something familiar, but at the same time you're worried about like you're not being watched. Something is watching you, but they're not aware. It ruined it when they added like monsters into it. Like you don't need everything doesn't need monsters. I think the fear of being like having no monsters is a better fear than anything else. I would prefer those types of things. I don't know. But that's just me figuring it out. It's like you're in deja vu. Okay, I definitely hear knocking. That has to be my brother. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back real quick. I think that's him. I think for real this time. I think he's just unless it's our upstairs neighbors again. Give me a hot minute. Wait, actually, let me before I go, let me put on music or let me see like a music play off, and then I'll like dip and leave. If he's not there, then I'm just gonna like I have no idea what. Music, please play. I need to go. Please. Play something. I don't want to leave my chat in the void of nothingness for like a good second. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, it's making this. Why? Please play something. There's like, I don't have many tabs open. There it is. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. There it is. There's something. There's something. All right, BRB. It was our upstairs neighbor again. Oh my gosh. I can't go back and forth every single time with this man. Shimmy Christmas Christ. Okay. Yeah, I think it literally is just our neighbors upstairs. It just sounds too much like a door knocking. I'm just like, okay. But yeah, that is where we'll end off. But we got it done, completed. This will be posted tomorrow on all social plats. So actually, let me put this in my Google Drive real quick so that way I don't like end up forgetting because I realize you can't when you do Instagram, when you post stuff on Instagram from your PC and your laptop, they will not, and I repeat, they won't have a music section. So you're just forever like, it'll be a silent post at best, and that sucks heavy for me, and I really don't like it. So I'm like, ugh. So now I'm just gonna. It is, honestly, I am proud of this. This is like a very sick design. I like the color usage. I really like the how I was able to present it in anything. Uh, and yeah, I think we'll. Let me see if we can find someone to uh, raid or someone real quick. So if you stay on for a bit, I'm gonna see if there's anyone cool to raid into. Because when you stay for raids, you get extra points for your channel things to spend good moolah on. Is there anyone cool who I know who's live? But if you don't, I mean, unless you are tired, because I know actually you are kind of tired. How much sleep did you get at the very least? Because I don't want to like. Let me see if there's someone who is like. 4.5. Okay. You can do, let me find, I'm trying to find, oh boy, let me find someone quick to raid in. Let me find someone quick to raid in. Who's live? Who is McLiven? Who is McLiven right now? Who is McLiven right now? No pressure. No, it's, well, it's hard on me. I'm now doing the whole raid. Ooh, okay. We know a person. They're playing, we're gonna jump from a, I don't know, a cozy, I guess, chill to like demonic stuff. They're playing a game called Cult of the Lamb, which is a game where chat is involved in some way, shape, or form. I've never played it, but I know I'm in it. Let's go. Yeah, okay, that piques your interest. Oh my god. Nice. Okay, let's get the raid messages out. Well, let me say my thank yous. But thank you guys for joining today's stream. Apologies, like I said, for, you know, a lot later of a stream than anything else. But when work calls, and I do enjoy the working, so expect like flip-flopping between like one of the days I will stream or not stream. So keep that in mind. But I'm glad for anyone who just came by and vibe. I really appreciate it. So thank you all for joining. Thank you, Madre, and Boa, and also Neo for giving some subs, as well as Auntie, as well as GB, as well as GT for also popping in, and Cat. I was just about to say Cat. Thank you, Cat, for also popping in as well. Excuse me. As well as anyone who lurked in and everything, who popped in and vibed in and just was lurking in. I appreciate you. You're just a vibe, and I appreciate being the environment. Thank you. I guess my sneeze caught me, I guess. I didn't know that. So if you want to follow when you do see this post being posted, like when you see this like fully on all the socials, I'll do it like I'm gonna do like at least in the morning for me. But when you do want to see it, check out all the socials. You can see more of the arting and things, where I post sometimes cool things and the cool platforms and cool stuff and everything that's super cool. And YouTube as well. If you want art comms right from me, check out my comm site. They're still active. I'm gonna retweet it again just to be being aware of it and other things like that. And I think, yeah, and follow my Ko-fi for cool updates and for future potential shopping stuff and all that goody stuff. And all right, let's get to the raids. Let's get the raid messages. So this is the raid message for those who are not subbed. So take this, copy it. And then this is the raid message for those who are subbed, which when I properly copy it as well. Anything else. Alright, and we know the deal when it comes to raids. You guys have to behave. You treat me with respect, you treat the stream, you treat the other the other channels as well with respect, alright? We're raids on civil grounds, alright? I don't want no one to be rude at anyone. We're all in this situations, alright? I'll behave. You better behave. We don't like bad people. We don't like people who are like rude. Like treat your fellow channels with sorry, SBCT. All right, let's get the raid message started. I'm gonna. Does it mute? Okay. All right. So let's go to the bye screen. Oh dear God. I almost was gonna hit end stream. I was almost gonna hit end stream. Alright, so let's start the raid. Let's start the raid. Now. Alright, everyone, thank you guys. We're raiding to a cool person named Herbalink. Herb. Who is, fun fact, the one in the stories who I told you I met at the convention. So yeah, you'll be able to see them play cool games and everything. I hope you enjoy. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah. Well, don't mention it just in case. I don't want him to, like, be obligated, but yeah, he was the cool person I met. But you treat him with respect. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Thanks for tuning in. It's time for this fox to tune out. Alright, see you on the other side. This broadcast ends in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.